All right.
I know, I'm really full.
Dude, that was a crazy meal.
We still have the fries right here.
Well, no,
Those-
I ate most of mine and they were really salty, dude.
I
ridiculously
actually
salty.
haven't tried them because you
It's-
said
Too much, dude. Like honestly, you say like, if I were you, I'd fry them in oil or something, put some eggs on
What?
top or something like that.
I'd refry them.
Refry them because I don't know. I mean,
I don't want to do business. With
Dude, that is ridiculous.
something with them, dude.
My
because
fries
it's really salty.
actually tasted a little undercooked.
Oh, that's
Dude,
not good.
They were
Sometimes
soft.
it's okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's
yeah. Like there was no crunch. There was no outer crisp. There was no.
let's see what
It tasted more like potato wedges,
those look hefty.
like soft
Right.
potato wedges.
Like for me, my favorite French fries is the Rally's fries.
Seasoned fries.
Yeah, those are good.
Like the Jack in the Box curly fries.
right,
It's the
exactly.
Same flavor.
Right.
cool.
exactly.
So what we're talking about, because by the way, Morning Drinkers podcast, episode 4, I
yeah.
believe.
Mhm.
We're on episode 4, and the 3 of us finally did it.
True.
We're here together.
Finally together.
We're here together and actually getting video of it because last time it was just audio when it was the 3 of us. We had 5 guys right now, $25 burgers essentially.
Basically,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you're having your milkshake. So what's the best fry? Would you say like who has the best fries?
Well, I mean, I think I would say Rally's for me number 1. 2 would be probably Jack in the Box, the curly fries.
Those are
3 would be McDonald's fries. I do like McDonald's French fries a lot. They're actually really good.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
You don't like them?
I was gonna
Cardboardy?
assume that you were gonna put McDonald's fries as number 1.
Why? Why would you assume that?
Because you love McDonald's.
That and I
We're
remember
all burpy.
I know but we were talking about high school earlier, and one of like my Diego memories of high school was like that you first of all went to Disneyland more than the average person did.
Yeah.
And you would look forward to the fry cart in next to Big Thunder.
Yes, the Thunder Mountain. Yes.
Yeah, and I
Mhm.
remember one summer you like came back and you're like, it's fucking gone. Like
Yeah,
it's
I
not
was-
there anymore.
I was upset, dude, because basically, let's say it's July,
Mm-hmm.
hot, right? And you have to wait in that long line to get onto Thunder Mountain. And right next to that line was a cart that only sold McDonald's fries
Yeah.
and whatever soda you want. So of course, dude, on a hot summer day, you want a little snack, you get some French fries and get a large Coke with ice. Damn, dude.
It is
I wanna
sexual. It
cook.
is like a sexual experience.
I want to go. Well, dude, it's just Coca-Cola is favorite, dude.
What is it about Coca-Cola?
And he could
just tastes so
decipher
good.
between Pepsi and Coke.
Yeah, Pepsi tastes different to me.
Mm.
Pepsi, to me, the only difference is that there's less of a bite.
Mhm.
Like when you're swallowing that
Less
carbonation,
burn.
yeah, there's more of a burn with Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I would say that's
Yeah,
that's true. I mean, yeah, to me, it's just I don't know, it just tastes so much better, dude. It's so good.
like Coke,
It's like a Mexican Coke.
to me, like the flavor of it is like okay, but like if I'm gonna have a soda, I don't know. I feel like there's so many other flavors that are better than that.
Well, what is your favorite soda?
I mean, I don't.
What was Brian drinking at age 16, 17? I know you said you had a soda phase.
Oh, that was before that. Around like
Oh.
high school, I was probably starting to wean off of it. But middle school, dude, this is like diabetes days, essentially.
God.
Like,
Oh, God.
dude, this was my jam. Jones cream soda was my shit. That was like if you really want to get like diabetes, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like that was it.
Yeah.
Are you familiar? Like you've
Yeah.
had that?
Yeah. Not the Jones one, but I remember cream soda was like, or vanilla flavored soda was like my favorite. So,
yeah, that shit's so
because in Mexico, there's a soda called Tonicol, and it's basically carbonated vanilla extract with sugar.
Wow.
It looked like, it's look up the label, Brian, because the label even looks like
how am I supposed
Tonicol. Like how it sounds basically.
with this?
Yeah,
Yeah. Like
Cola
that?
de Antonio.
yeah, there you go. Tonicol soda. There we go. That's the one.
Dude, I've never seen this.
Again, because Mexico.
I've been there. Like I'm familiar with
Kinda,
Mexico.
the label kind of reminds me of the Jose Cuervo label. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
But
Yeah.
it's again like vanilla extract soda.
Sinaloa's
Nia.
local cream soda, huh?
It's so good.
Do they still sell this?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to bring some back because I'm interested in trying this. Because I'll tell you what, this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying, the fat phase. Do you remember? Does Coca-Cola still like sell vanilla Coke?
I
Yes.
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
They even revamped it recently.
Oh, did they? Okay, because I remember when that like first came out, I was like, "Whoa, this is bomb," you
Yeah, I
know?
remember that too.
And then my dad still to this day he buys it, but my dad used to buy like I don't know, like a little case of Coca-Cola like every week. And being Mexican, like we always had vanilla extract in the house, and so I was like, I'm gonna make my own, and I would just like drop a little vanilla extract
Damn.
in it, and I was
Damn,
like,
dude.
oh, this shit is bomb, dude. Yeah,
Hardcore. Yeah, I remember. And your dad does love his sodas because he bought a soda rack for the fridge. Like
Yeah.
it's a special one that
it's a
you
can
load
rack.
it up,
Yeah,
and then every time you take one out, the next one comes down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
I would go
loves
over to
that
tactical
shit.
Reload your soda.
pretty much, dude.
yeah. It's
Oh,
still there.
Like I remember when I saw it, I was like, oh, I kind of want to get one of these.
Yeah, but like
Commitment.
so this like you have to try it on your own to experience it because it does.
You can't be there. I have to do this on my own.
Well, no, I could be there. But what I'm saying is that like you can't compare it to like vanilla Coke or like cream soda, like A&W.
So why? Like, what's the difference? Because in the
It
same principle?
tastes way more like vanilla.
Okay,
Like the other one tastes more like sugar than it does vanilla. This one,
which one tastes more like sugar?
the American ones, like the A&W, the Joneses.
So
Jones. Yeah, the Jones cream one, like to me, is like it is very very sweet. Like
Yeah, it's you mostly taste the sugar. This one you mostly taste vanilla.
okay, so it's not as sweet then. It's just vanilla. Plain kind of has a bite to it.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like vanilla and sugar. Like this one has like it is sweet, but like I don't know, man. Like it's just different. It's just different.
I mean, you've never had it either.
I've never had it. I've actually never heard of this before.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, my favorite. What is it? Vanilla cream soda. I think it's the Henry Weinhardt soda. Right, we were getting the root beer for a while.
Oh, yeah.
That brand, yeah.
So like a little small mom and pop kind of operation.
Pretty much, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, yeah, vanilla soda, dude. I don't know.
I just remember like us going to Fat Boys, getting the sandwiches, and then like choosing like the sodas.
Yes, because they have a
Good
quite a
selection.
variety, and I was
Yeah.
thinking about doing so as well, but I was like, you know what? I'm sticking with this LaCroix.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to have too much sugar.
Saying that's what the bubblies, man.
Yeah, so I've literally just been having this, and then I haven't really been having dessert.
You're talking about we had dessert.
If you let me finish. I was gonna say your little dessert thing, but that was your idea. I was like kind of almost against it. I was like, but I'll give in. I've been a good boy.
Wonder what these would taste like with whiskey.
Whiskey. See, that's what I was thinking. How would this taste with a little rum action?
Oh,
That's right up his alley.
look. Maybe there's recipes for this shit.
Tonical soda
And rum or something.
all. How to make better rum and coke.
I doubt it because like I guess Tonicol is pretty obscure.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's worth a shot.
And to be honest, like I don't think they sell Tonicol like in a lot of places up north, like border towns. Like it's mostly like I've only
So
seen
you can't find this in TJ?
I'm pretty sure you can, but like you're gonna struggle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
So this is like Mexico's Jones.
I guess yeah.
Okay. Do they sell other shit or no?
I wouldn't be able to tell you to be honest. I don't know because from that company, it's only Tonicol that I've seen.
What is this? What does
Yeah.
rum and coke mean sexually?
Point that out. I was about to put the what the hell? Click on it. Let's see
Click on
what-
it, yeah.
Rum and coke means you aren't trying to impress us, not even a little bit. What? Whoa, this is a Maxim article. That is so great. What your drink of choice says about you in bed.
Perfect. This is
Here
where
we
we're
go.
taking it. This is where we're taking
This is
it.
where we go.
Your
Okay.
resident sex expert is sizing you up at the bar.
2017,
Wait, this is original 2014.
but it was
So it was updated. Okay. Hello, Ron Swanson. Straight whiskey. Okay. You're a straight whiskey guy, aren't you? So let's see what this says about you. Blah blah blah. You want to ride me like I'm a majestic stallion and you're the brawny man. Hey, all right, I like that. Blah, 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 blah. Whack. That's boring to me. Light beer is even worse. Missionary, your favorite position is missionary. That sucks because I am a light beer guy. Because like I drink Pacifico, that's a light beer.
Is a safe if boring bet under the sheets. You ain't no freak.
That's bullshit though.
That doesn't describe you.
That's bullshit. Okay, let's go wine. You're a sucker trying to order a glass of Chardonnay in the dive bar, but calmly sipping on a good Malbec. This is like, look at that, 3,000 thread Cali Egyptian cotton sheets.
That's you. That's you right there.
I you know what? I was thinking about that because the other day I heard. Why is the other day? Because there hasn't been a restaurant open in a long time because of this whole pandy. But I was thinking about how I used to order wine all the time at bars. That was my shit. This was probably before you were even like 21 then.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm like,
because you've been the gin and tonic, tequila tonic.
Well, that's relatively recently. Tequila tonic is old school too, though. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But I'm talking about almost every time actually when I used to work in the restaurant too at the strip club. After I was done, I would order like a Pinot Noir, and I would sit at the bar with a glass of wine. I was always drinking wine. Like that was my shit.
all right. So does it describe you? Let's see.
Let's see. Okay, this depends where you are. If you're the sucker trying to order a glass of Chardonnay in a dive bar, you just look like an idiot. I don't order Chardonnay, so I might still look like an idiot, though. Let's see. But if you're a sophisticated sort of place, calmly sipping on a good Malbec in a dimly lit corner, we immediately see you throwing us on your 3,000 thread count Egyptian cotton sheets and having your way with us. That is me. And it's fucking amazing. That is me. One word of warning, however, we're going to see a man that conspicuously orders the most expensive wine in the bar as compensating for something. I never order expensive shit because I can't afford that. Right. And we're going to assume that something is your penis. Maybe it's not the right size. Maybe it's a little curved, or maybe you.
Wait, is that a bad thing? Because
you got a little curve, huh?
I'm called Captain Hook for a reason.
Jesus.
Hey, but how's it hooked? Left, right,
To the
straight up
left.
the middle?
To the left.
Here's your move. You go to the side where the hook goes up. You're just hitting G spot, and you're just like,
I have to lay.
And you're just, so you enter from the side.
Yeah.
You enter from the side like so,
Mhm.
and then so it's just scraping her. Yeah.
It's that barb action.
You know what? We need a camera facing the couch so we can demonstrate these positions. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean that camera might work, but we'll see.
We get blurry.
Later, okay, margarita. That is something I also would order, but not. Yeah, see, this says you do realize we're not at a Mexican restaurant, right? See, yeah, I wouldn't order a margarita if I'm like in an Irish pub.
Well, of course not.
Yeah, but there are some idiots that would do that shit.
But I wanted to say that we tend to be the people or the group that will get the drink according to the setting we're in as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, that's why we go to certain bars.
But that's also what I was saying. I'm not going to order a margarita. At
Exactly. So I feel like we fall into all these categories unknowingly because of.
No, I would never get a whiskey.
But I would.
You would.
Yeah, you would.
I would never get a whiskey.
Whenever we
straight.
go to Polite Provisions, you're
Look
not
at
ordering
this.
cocktails.
Look at this.
Yeah, I only get
Diego
straight
is
whiskey.
a solid sexual choice. Rum and Coke. Rum and Coke means you aren't trying to impress us, not even a little bit. You don't care what anyone thinks of your drink. You like it. It makes you happy, so what else matters?
Damn
exactly. That is
Damn
kind
right.
of it.
Damn
That
right.
is kind of it,
Damn right.
100%.
Yeah.
That means you know what you like in bed. That is also true.
Yeah.
You know exactly how to do it and exactly when to do it. That's a little bit debatable. At the end of the day, that kind of confidence is all you need for some good old-fashioned romping. Just remember everything in moderation. That's right. We ladies don't want another whiskey dick situation like your light beer friend who is still in the bathroom because you broke the seal. This is a good article. I like this shit.
That was good.
That was it. All right.
All right.
So
Cool.
like 4 drinks. So I'm the wine guy. You are rum and Coke, and Oliver is straight whiskey.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
But
He is any type of man.
Yeah.
Any type of man that expresses absolutely no type of emotion while losing masculinity.
This is you, dude.
Yeah.
So good.
Looking at no strings attached sex and a shot. That's you.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm not denying it. Yeah.
Listen,
but
Natalie-
it's the curved dick part, dude.
Natalie Wall, you aced it.
Yeah.
You nailed this article. Shout out to Natalie Wall. That's cool. That's fun.
I just realized all the people know I have a curved dick now.
Yeah. Well,
Well, we're putting it online.
yeah. I mean, if whoever listens, yeah, fine. I have a little bit. Mine's like a dagger.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah,
It's
like an Arab dagger.
Yeah.
It's Yeah, I don't know. I can't describe it any other way.
This isn't so for the people that don't know, this isn't the first time we've discussed the curvature of our dicks. Like,
Yeah. I mean, like I said, they'll find out.
they'll find
People will find out. When was the last time you read Maxim?
I don't think I ever have.
You never read Maxim?
Never.
Really?
I like when I was like 15.
Man. I was probably like 15.
Yeah, you see.
I didn't subscribe to these magazines.
I didn't either. My cousin did, and then
then they had women posing and quite sexy.
And I would grab his magazines and then J my own D.
Yeah.
No, see, I saw whatever magazines were around the house. So like TV Notas and shit like that. Dude, like Gente Bien, like.
That's funny, dude. So why am I going to Facebook? I don't want to go to Facebook. I want to go to Google. So we have a new president, dude. What do you think? You excited? I saw a funny meme.
I was gonna bring up memes. Like I've only seen quality memes so far, where it was, I think one of you guys sent it, where it was like Joe Biden's first day as president, like already 4 million people died.
The Fox News thing. Yeah, it was on
Hannity or something. Yeah,
yeah, it was basically the Daily Show posted on Facebook the meme of basically, okay, now that Biden's president, this is what Fox News is going to be like, and it was Sean Hannity saying Biden's been president for 9 hours and already 400,000 people dead.
If you guys said the Daily Show. If you go on the Daily Show YouTube page, they recently did a video of like the contrasted media of like what one side says compared to the other side about the same situation, and it's I guess I see the point of showing both sides how they're different, but it's also like
they're the same. Is that what you're getting at?
No, they're not the same.
What are you getting at then?
That's just gonna stir up. It's just I lost my train of thought. Sorry, but it's just pull it up. I guess it's mostly like one side saying like this is wrong.
There's no attempt to meet at a middle ground.
Yes,
yeah, okay.
That's what I'm getting at. It's like too extreme on both sides. Like,
here's my problem with the new Daily Show. To me, Trevor is just all left all the time. Whereas I felt like John would criticize
in the middle.
Yeah, he would criticize both. Like, he's definitely left leaning for sure, but if the left did some shit, he was calling it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was one, I'll never forget this, when the Democrats had a supermajority, and in Congress, I think this was when Bush was still president. And I remember I was watching it, and they were super close to getting, I think, universal health care. I don't remember if it was like approving of a bill or something like that, just getting it on the table. And they had the supermajority, so they could have done it really easily. And they backed out. A few of them backed out, and then I just remember the camera goes back to Jon Stewart, and he goes, "Man, now why would they do that? Oh, that's right, because Democrats are pussies." So yeah, he would.
Yeah,
call them out
see,
like
that's because I remember when Ron Paul was running a while back, John liked him. John liked him and actually was pointing out that the media was ignoring him. Like Ron Paul, when he was running, was, I would say, like the original Bernie. Like when Bernie was running, he was getting shafted a lot. And then obviously the DNC did shaft him. But I mean, in terms of like screen time or whatever, he wasn't covered as much in the news. And that was the same thing with Ron Paul. Is like there's like so many clips if you go to like the Daily Show, Jon Stewart stuff. It like they would cut to Ron Paul. They're like, "Oh, that's enough of Ron." And it was like very obvious the media was ignoring him. And so like John was like, "What's going on?" You know, like so. That's what I appreciate about John. I don't know.
Right. I mean, Bill Maher's like that now, though. Bill Maher will call the Democrats out. Like, for example,
he does do that.
His whole thing recently, leading up to the election, was asking all the Democrats, "Okay, what's the plan if he refuses to leave?" And they would all be like, "Oh, we have to win big." That was his whole thing. He's like, "I'm getting sick and tired of hearing this." And then finally, when he was refusing to leave, he's like, "See, I told you so." And so yeah, he's doing.
You're talking about Trump?
About Donald Trump refusing to leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what's the game plan? So yeah, he'll call them out. He'll do that now.
Yeah. No, the new Daily Show is it has like the agenda is very obvious.
Right.
Yeah. It's no longer comedy news.
Well, I mean, I would say it is, but it's not.
Well, not from
it's not what it used to be.
like because I remember a daily show with Louis Black, and that was
Oh, as a correspondent.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
I never liked Louis Black, to be
I
honest.
liked them. I liked
It was just like, it's just too much yelling just to
I
yell.
think that's why I like them.
Yeah, okay, so that's funny because there's a lot of comics that really loved Sam Kinison.
Mm.
Did
Same
you?
vibe,
Have you?
same
Yeah.
vibe.
Sam Kinison was always screaming into
Yeah.
the fucking mic. Dude, I like really don't care for comics to do that. And I've watched Kinison's old shit, and I'm just like, dude, I don't get it. Like
Mm.
everybody regards him as like one of the greats. I'm like, dude, I don't really get this.
So you found you didn't find his scene funny in Back to School, Rodney Dangerfield, and then
But that's different though.
where he's like, "Let the man speak."
Yeah, but that's different because that's just him executing a role.
All right,
Like
fair
it's
enough.
not his stand up.
Right, but it's coming from the fact of who he is as a stand-up, right?
It's
There-
coming from the fact that yeah, like he can yell, but like it's just I watch his stand up and it's just yeah, that's his style. It's just he yells and you're like this is like exhausting. Orally speaking, it's exhausting.
I like the yelling when it's used tastefully.
Right, but if that's your entire like premise, you're like,
Right,
like,
of course. Yeah.
cool, man.
Just a lot of intensity.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I find the comics that are calm and collected and tell you a little bit of a story. Like that's I guess my style.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, comedy has also evolved because I remember, like, especially like watching this comedy for me is mostly like it's like an American thing. There's comedians in Mexico. There's always been comedians in Mexico, but like growing up, you listen to like Polo Polo and like that guy, those kind of people. It's mostly like one-liners.
Mm-hmm.
It's like very traditional.
Yeah, the world is
Yeah.
kind of
More storytelling now.
yeah, the world I think is still kind of catching up because I feel like the US is I mean like where it started like stand up wise.
I don't know about the history of it.
Because I mean like China no. Like
Like as a means of entertainment.
yeah, like there weren't any I mean
Gestures in medieval times and what have you.
yeah, that's true, but I mean in terms of like I guess the modern form of what we think of
Like how Lenny Bruce
Well, suppose-
took it off.
I suppose it goes back to Mark Twain.
yeah, he's the first like comic writer and he would kind of perform it too.
Yeah, that he would tell stories of his trips to Hawaii and stuff like that.
Yeah.
and he would tell them in a funny way.
Yeah.
That's supposedly
That is yeah, I remember
Kinda
reading
started. Oh, wow.
because like court jesters what you're like I feel like those were more clowns.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, like and that just like I feel like the king would be like, "Oh, let's see what like pour all this wine over you or something." Like I feel like that's what it was more so than someone telling a story like you said Mark Twain,
Mm-hmm.
Samuel Clemens.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Lenny Bruce paved the way for sure in the 60s. But there were even some before him too. Yeah, I don't know. What's your style?
Of
Joey
comedy.
Diaz.
Well, yeah. Oh, well, I'm very, very fond of Joey Diaz because he just reminds me so much of like my family members and like the way how he tells like his stand up. He's mostly screaming too sometimes
That is true.
because it's like you see like the rage and the passion. It's like this motherfucker, like you just like it's almost like you're there. Like I don't know, I'm like
So is that how your family is though?
yeah,
They
dude.
they scream.
They're-
You've been
Yeah,
there.
I've
I've
been
never
there.
been
Yeah,
It's just
it's
all-
intense.
It's
Really?
all screaming. It's all intense. Yeah.
Because see, he's another one that like I watch his stand up. I'm like, to me, he's funnier just on a podcast.
Conversation. So I don't know if we've talked about this before, but I think we have. When I told you that, like back in Rosarito and everything, in the neighborhood, like you just had to be funny growing up because everyone's clowning on everyone.
Yeah.
And
You had to have something, I think.
you gotta have something,
Yeah.
And I don't know, dude. Like Joey Diaz just resembles that for me. Like he's just naturally funny. Like he's like even when he's not trying to be, even when he's not telling a joke, like he's just funny. Like, he's just a funny guy. Kind of like George when we were in high school. Like anything he would say would just crack me the fuck up, dude. Like
Georgie?
Yeah,
Really?
man. He, like
He's funny.
He's
Georgie's
no,
fucking
yeah,
hilarious.
Yeah, Georgie is
He
funny.
probably should have been a stand-up comedian. Now that I
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah.
He is funny.
like, but again, like he's not trying. He's not doing a bit. Like,
Right.
There's some people that are just fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, but he's not intense though.
No,
At all.
No, he's not.
At all.
But like, okay, so like comics that aren't intense, very monotone, like Sam Morril.
I fucking love him.
I love
Yeah,
him,
Sam is so
and he's
good.
not screaming.
Yeah,
he's
at all.
very
that
bland.
that deadpan, just like where he's just like,
Yes,
that
it's,
shit.
It's honestly, it's the
Yeah. yeah, that kind of comic. Because you know what, there is a comic I will say that does yell, and it's Bill Burr.
yeah.
But to me, it's tasteful.
That's
Because
what, yeah,
It's
that's what
not
I'm
all
It's
the
passion,
time.
yeah.
It's not all the time, but yeah, he will yell, and
Listen to his podcast. It's him screaming into a
him,
microphone.
yeah, dude, his rants are legendary. And but see, that to me is funny because he's just like bitching.
Yeah.
It's whereas like the other guys, they're not bitching. Like the way Bill bitches is like, yeah, you fucking pay money to watch this guy bitch and complain, straight up.
He was recently on Mike Tyson's Hot Boxing.
Bill?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta see that
I
shit.
think it came out like yesterday.
Oh, okay, I definitely gotta
Yeah,
see
no. So I was actually gonna ask if you guys saw it because I haven't dove into it yet.
that. I mean,
I never even heard of this. What is it?
it
Like-
wasn't it produced by the dude from Cypress Hill?
Be real?
Yeah,
Hot boxing?
yeah. Isn't it? Yeah, I think Be Real's
Maybe,
like, hot box thing.
maybe.
Like,
But I just know that.
it's just a podcast that gets stupid fucking high. Yeah.
But I just realized that they don't have the same co-host anymore. So maybe it's going under new management.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
There are so many
They
podcasts.
had the guy
now.
from Entourage on it as the new co-host.
Which guy?
Jeremy Piven.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, now that kind of sold me.
That
out.
sells.
kinda
He
sold me.
loves Jeremy
Love
Piven.
Jeremy Piven, dude.
Yeah, I think you just love Ari.
I do. I love Ari's attitude.
Ari
He's
Gold.
just about
It's a
getting
good
stuff done.
character. It's a good
It's because I
character.
can relate because like I don't have like patience for a lot of things,
Mhm.
and he doesn't have very little patience, and he's
Mhm.
just about getting it done. He's a man of action. Nothing's gonna stop him, man. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it his way. It's either his way or it's the highway, and I just love
Did
it.
you see that in yourself?
A little bit, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, because I don't have a lot of patience for a lot of things.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
feel like also you don't blow up like he does.
No, I don't blow up, and I'm actually I don't think that's a good thing. But I just think it's hilarious because I think many
Well,
times
that's his
there's many times how dude, like when I'm
There
when
are
I'm at
people
work,
like that though.
dude, when I'm at work, sometimes the way like the staff will speak to me, dude, I want to like do it just like that.
But
But
you know your place.
of course, it's different. But there is something inspiring about that character, which cracks me up.
I see my dad.
Really?
Oh,
I don't get
my-
that.
Dude,
I don't get
that's
that.
because you've never seen. Dude, I almost had a dad moment myself. Like my dad has the shortest temper and lets anything get to him, and there's just no control. Like just fucking blows up.
Mhm.
And I almost had that moment yesterday. I went to I was running some errands, and one of the errands was like, you know what? It's supposed to rain like all next week.
Mhm.
I need to change the wiper blades. So I go to Costco. They're cheap, Michelin, whatever. I go and get them, and I fucking can't get these on. And like I've changed the wiper blades plenty of times, and I'm like, why can't I get these on? And then I finally figured it out. It like snaps in, and I have one of them on the driver's side. I go to install the one on the passenger side. Mind you, this should be like no more than 5 minutes to accomplish this. Dude, it took me I swear it felt like 30 minutes, dude.
Just to put the wiper blade on?
Dude,
Oh, I never do it on myself, dude. I always have him do it.
dude, it was unreal, and I was like looking at the instructions, and I was just like, dude, what is going? And then I'm on like YouTube looking at YouTube videos on how to do it with, because it also came with like different attachments depending on your car, and so I was like, well, I don't see the one for the Volkswagen on here, and then it's like this is like a universal one, so I was like, all right, it must work. So like I said, I get the one on the driver's side, it's snapped in. I go to do the one on the passenger side. Like I said, I'm like 25 minutes in. And as I go to snap it in, the fucking plastic thing breaks. And so I'm all, it's like, this shit is so cheap. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to return these because, like, this is dog shit. I'm going to go get the ones I originally had, Rain-X. Shout out Rain-X. And so I take it off. because it already broke off. I put it back in, and I start driving. I put the old one back on to the driver's side, and I go to like rinse and clean my windows. So as I'm driving down the street over here, 2 wipes. The new one that I put on breaks off mid wipe. So now the metal thing's like scratching my windshield. I was like, dude, I like the fire inside. I literally almost wanted to grab it and just throw, you know. But then I was like, "That's your dad. That's something your dad would do." I was like, "That's
Your dad actually. You've seen him break a windshield.
oh,
right?
no, I've seen him break so many things or throw something. Like I was this close to just blowing up, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not my dad. 1, 2. If I throw and break this, they're not gonna take it back, and I'm just out of money at this point. So I was like, no, we're good. We're good. You know what? We're not going to Costco. We're gonna go to Pep Boys right here, pick up some Rain X. I know how to install those. Dude, I did it in like under 5 minutes. I get those. It was such a pain. But dude, the fire.
Yeah, no,
The fire.
I've been there.
Like you don't get that? No,
Oh,
you used to. This guy
used to
kicked
get
his fence down. Do you remember that?
I remember, yeah, like
What?
He kicked his fucking
My
fence.
fence?
Yeah.
Your fence down?
Dude, I didn't kick no fence down.
I remember before we went to Europe, there was a lot of times where I remember like I would meet up with Brian before meeting up with you, or like after meeting up with you or something, and being like, dude, I think Diego's like furious, or pissed. like I don't know what the fuck happened, but like he's just really, really upset. And I remember we were going to Europe, and I saw that your water bottle was all dented and fucked up. And then you were like, hey, I need to get a new fucking water bottle. Like the thing won't close. And I go, well, why wouldn't it close? Because I threw it on the floor when I was pissed. I was like,
yeah.
Then I was
I got
like,
really
all right,
upset.
then.
I got really upset. I got
That's
really
right.
upset. Yeah.
You don't remember
Oh.
you kicked the fence down
I don't remember that.
on the side, like to enter your backyard. One day I showed up to pick you up, and the fence was knocked down. You're like, yeah, I got mad and I kicked it. I was like, what?
kick the shit out of
Yeah,
it.
yes, kick the
And then
shit
he
out
was
of
just
that,
like,
yes.
he was like, it was already loose and kind of going down, but I just got mad. I was like, ah. I was like, Jesus, dude.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
I punched a hole in my door, my parents' house,
your fist went right through it.
and then I dented the wall too. Like, I was that fucking.
I'm sorry. Oliver's looking at you like I've done way worse than that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
But
I was that stupid, like testosterone fueled tough guy in high school, but not even tough. Like every time I got mad, I would punch the locker. I was one of those guys.
That was you. So I would like, yeah. So I know who you were. 'Cause
I was-
I'd be like, jeez.
I was a douchebag. I would punch the locker like a douchebag.
Yeah.
Were you one of those guys?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Like I was always like ah, boom.
Just
like,
had to get the rage out.
Yeah,
Yeah, just-
super hard. Like, oh, really tough. You know, like
Yeah.
thinking back is like, dude, you're not tough. Like,
You're just so weak.
yeah.
I remember one time. So I've punched a lot of holes through this shitty drywall that they put on American houses.
Mhm.
Houses in Mexico are usually solid brick. And I remember one time.
So I punched the hole in the brick.
No. I remember one time, like I had a little episode, and I punched a hole through the wall in the house over here, and I went down to Rosarito for the weekend just to like get away. And something happened. I was upset, and I tried doing the same shit over there, and it punched me back. It basically punched me back. I just remember I hit it, and immediately I was like, "Fuck!" Like it was more. It turned more into the pain in my fist than the pain in my heart.
Damn.
Yeah, I've that was a situation where it was boards hit back
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah, I've definitely hit some things where I was like, oh, that hurt me now, and
Yeah.
and then you have to mask it
Yeah.
because you know like
People are watching.
you hit, yeah, if you hit the locker right,
Yeah.
you're fine. But if you get close to like where the hinges lie,
Uh-huh.
it's solid steel, and sometimes this knuckle would hit there, and your hit is hard, and you're just like,
Fuck.
"Ugh," you know, and you're still tough, but like inside, paralysis, crying.
Look, man, I don't care how tough you are. You stub your toe on the corner of the bed, little piece of wood, whatever,
Oh.
you're gonna scream.
Dude.
You're gonna scream.
I want to say this like two days ago. I I had to go downstairs to get something from like the fucking like the little coffee table I have. And you know how like the legs on my coffee table are like
Iron or whatever metal. Yeah.
but
They're like that.
It's
Yeah.
like that. My fucking pinky toe, dude.
Did it get hooked?
It got hooked.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
It hurts like a bitch.
And I just remember that like it was obviously late at night.
Yeah.
I didn't want to make too much noise, even though I was by myself at home.
Right.
But you know, because I wanted to like control it, I felt it snag and it like stopped me, and I wanted to keep going.
He's like, no, I'm tough.
Yeah. I was like, no, I don't. And just remember, I like pushed up against it. I was like, oh no, fuck that. And I backstepped. I backstepped. And I was just holding my toe. Like, fuck, dude. Like, you can only act so tough until you have to like really accept the pain.
Dude, I don't know why, but that happens to my pinky toe like all the time. I feel like the way I walk, like the pinky's just out like all the time. And it gets snagged on shit so often.
Or
the right one. Yeah.
the fuck when your fucking belt loop gets caught in the like, door handles.
Oh, right.
No, the lanyard.
Yeah.
The lanyard gets caught
That's why
all
I've
the
been
time.
wearing my lanyard on my neck now.
I know. I don't like the keys dangling.
Like how you're
all
supposed
the
to.
time. I know, like you're supposed to. I know.
I was wearing like how you're supposed to. What you guys talking about?
I don't like things jiggling on my like chest. If
That's
I'm
why I
walking
always threw the keys behind me.
around. See, I'm paranoid because then someone just grabs you.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that.
That's funny. I mean,
I only like it also in the pocket is just because I don't like digging into my pocket to get keys. So I like just pulling out.
Yeah.
And so that's why I have it on a lanyard.
like a
Yeah.
parachute. No, see, to me, it's when because I mean, you have the ear pods, so you don't have to worry about this anymore. When my headphone gets caught on something and it unplugs, I'm like, mother.
Oh my god.
I haven't had like wired.
I was gonna say because like since
headphones
I
in a
had
long
like the
time.
Beats, I don't really use like the fucking cord headphones.
No, I need to get some pods.
But I remember when like pods first came out, like some asshole like third company, like you know, like off brand, like was selling pods like a leash. And it was like
it was basically the
cord
one
for your pods.
I do remember that. It like connected at the bottom of it. Yeah, I do remember that. You're like,
so if you don't ever want to take off your pods and talk to someone, like they're right here.
Oh, so I get it. It goes around.
Yeah.
It just hangs.
Like,
dude,
just
I
have
hope
corded headphones.
I hope that person made a killing. I hope that person
Probably
made
did.
so much money.
Can we see if they're still selling them?
What were they called?
I don't remember, but I just remember like Pod's leash or something like that.
Never lose your. Let's see here.
AirPods leash. There it is. There it is.
Jesus fuck. $4, $25.
25. Look at it. Look at it. It's like this little thing that
They look like for your glasses, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like you, the
that's so good. Look at this cool person.
How much of an asshole are you to have those, dude?
Dude, if I knew someone, if I knew someone that had these, the amount of clowning I would do. I would text them at 3 a.m. I would set an alarm for myself. Text them at 3 a.m.
I saw a meme that was like this little kid, like he had like an AirPod in under his Beats.
Dumb.
He was like, he's like, it's the caption was something like, when you're really rolling like hard, but you want to stay humble. You don't want to flash in front of people. You don't want to floss.
No, that's funny.
Remember when behind the ear
You saw this, huh?
headphones, like first time,
They
like
would like hook on you.
yeah, it was still like the over ear, but it would like hook behind your ear.
I had some like that. I had some like literally like they were similar to this, but they were blue. I actually liked them.
Yeah, they were comfortable.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
And the issues that were then that are nothing now, like jogging with a Discman and it's skipping.
Oh yeah,
I remember when I got my dad like one Christmas gave me like I think it was called like a jogger, and it was CD player, portable CD player, but it was meant for like active running.
Yeah.
So like it wouldn't skip.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like you had to pay extra for that type of technology.
Dude, I remember I would test it. You would like hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would always hit. I would always be like, let's see this anti-skip
Yeah.
technology, and I would be like, bah, 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 hitting it hard, and it worked sometimes. Sometimes it would still skip. I was like, this one's dog
And
shit. You
then-
don't want this one.
I remember years after that, CD MP3 players came out.
Yeah.
Where it was CD still, but it wasn't like it was It was like you turned your CD into like a USB stick, basically.
Right.
You were just able to throw in.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
It was so like a regular CD was like what, like 12 tracks,
Yeah.
and then an MP3 CD was like 50.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember those days. So my cousin, I think it was junior year of high school. This is I had already gotten an iPod. I got an iPod for as a Christmas gift from my godparents or whatever. And my cousin gave me a beanie that had headphones in it. It was like it was like a thing. It was like you would hide them. And so I remember my first period class was art.
Mm.
And so, you're going to school, it's like 7:45 in the morning. You're barely awake. You're like, it's art.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Dude, I would just show up. It'd be cold. I had the beanie on. And they were just tucked in right here. And I would just be listening to music. I would just take a nap.
What I would do
It was the best, dude. Because the cords would be hidden into my hood and then into my iPod that was in my pocket. So you couldn't even see the cord or anything. It was just behind.
Remember how I had that sweater with headphones in it?
Oh, I remember that.
So what I would do is on the hoodie, you know how like where the strap, like the strings are for the hoodie, it's like in its own little like track.
Right.
I would cut a hole on the inside of it,
Mm-hmm.
and basically, and cut a hole on the inside of the pocket for like the pouch,
Yeah.
pouch.
Yeah.
And I would pass a cord basically through it, and then I would feed the cable through that little
Yeah.
like
Where your
track.
drawstring is.
Yeah, exactly. And then I would just like kind of like lean my hoodie to where it was half on my head, and I would listen to music like that during class. I would have my iPod in my little pouch.
Isn't it fascinating how like the things we would do to
hide.
avoid school?
Yeah.
like we do not want to be here. I don't care what you're like. I'm gonna listen to music.
Which I kind of regret now because there was a lot of cool shit that I think I missed out on lecture wise.
Like what?
Things that
You didn't miss out on anything.
Yeah, like
No,
what?
I was
like-
paying attention. You didn't miss out on anything.
no, but like I don't know, like because I catch myself.
Like the motherfucking preamble? Come on.
Yeah, that Schoolhouse Rock taught me that. No, but I catch myself like researching independent research, like trying to learn new shit about shit that we probably kind of at least had like a first introduction about in high school.
You can't think of one example right now?
I think the only thing probably would be like
Physics.
maybe not even that.
Yeah, like
Literature, first of all, for me it was because I love reading. I hate having to read. I don't want you to tell me.
I don't want required reading.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like,
I never read any summer required.
exactly.
Reading.
So like, all like those books and summer reading and everything, or like the readings we had to do in class, like I actually read them all after, like in college. I read them all in college because I never read them in high school.
Here's the thing, though. We went to the same school, however, different times, and I think the English teachers that I had weren't your English teachers. And from what they were assigning us to read, majority of them were pretty whack, dude. Like the books that you probably read post high school, even post college, that you just felt like reading on your own, were probably required reading for English teachers that were dope, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas we
like for example, The Giver.
The Giver is pretty, but that's like middle school.
Yeah, I remember. I read that in middle school,
Yeah.
dude.
Kelleher made us read that.
Oh wow.
I don't know what to say. Yeah, that was middle school for me.
No, yeah, Kelleher. I remember Kelleher made us read that.
Did we read The Great Gatsby in high school?
We read The Great Gatsby. In
And
high school.
that's okay.
Yeah.
I did read that in high school too, but I'm talking about like books like, for example, like 1984.
Yeah, we read that in high school.
We read
too.
that in high school as well.
Watched the
That
movie.
that was not required for us in high school.
Yeah,
We didn't
so-
read that in high school.
I
I read it
why
post
we
high
have
school.
Different views on it because we had to read pretty dope books. Well, I mean, I say that now because I read them later on in life, but in high
Right.
school I didn't want to read them because I didn't want to be told to read.
Yeah. What's a cool book that you read in high school? Aside from like
Those that we just named.
I
that was
mean,
it, right?
That was pretty much it, to be honest. And
There's 4 years.
I was,
2
well,
books.
it's because to me, I never was really into fiction. Like I never really enjoyed that genre. I still don't.
Yeah,
I
you
still don't.
So you didn't like 1984?
I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Like I mean, I like.
It's sci-fi.
Oh, Animal Farm. That's another good one.
That was
Right, that's-
required for you
yeah.
guys?
Yeah, we had to read
Yeah.
Animal Farm
Who
too.
the
George
hell was?
Orwell.
Well, yeah, George
Yeah,
Orwell did
yeah.
84 too.
Yeah.
So who was this teacher?
I forgot who it was.
I
but
had Kelleher and Brown.
yeah, Miss Brown made us read it.
See, that's
Tell her
that's
Brown.
clearly a dope teacher because like Orwell was not assigned to us.
Right. I mean, now that I know more about Orwell
Yeah,
and what he
same.
stood for, now it's like, okay, at least I'm glad that I was made to be familiar with his work.
Mhm.
But I still wouldn't. I wouldn't go back now that I know of his significance.
Right.
I wouldn't go back and be like, let me read this. I'm like, nah, I got it. I got it.
Mm.
That's,
'Cause
but
I'm-
that's because you go Wikipedia everything.
That is
I
true.
do that.
Yeah,
I
that's
do.
annoying.
I do.
That's kind of annoying. You
I
miss
actually would rather-
nuances.
No, but I'd rather
Yeah.
read his actual like opinions and thoughts and stuff like that.
But you Wikipedia instead.
Yeah, because some of his opinions.
Wait, you
and
would
thoughts
rather
on it.
read his opinions and
Yeah,
thoughts on what?
Because Orwell was like he was writing about the Spanish Civil War. He was writing about all those things, and all
Right.
those things, all of his experiences, basically,
Influence.
basically, he put all his ideas into 1984 and Animal Farm.
Right.
So I'm glad that I got exposed to it, and I could say
Mhm.
I've read it.
Mhm.
Now, because I know all this stuff, would I go back and be like, oh, now I should go back and read 1984? I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, I'd rather just read what he was seeing during the Spanish Civil War or all those
Mhm.
other times, or just how he lived in England and all of his critique. I would just rather read that. I'd rather spend my time reading
That's
that.
interesting. That is so boring to me.
Oh, I love it. That I love.
I like the story of 1984.
Yeah. Like, yeah, that sounds too on the nose. It's too literal. It's just journalism, which
Yeah.
is like, okay,
Because he doesn't like fiction.
but he does.
I
He
like
just has
seeing
to, he
it.
just has to watch it. He
That-
does
yeah,
like
that's-
fiction.
Okay, I remember
Yeah.
we had this conversation years ago where you don't like you only like non-fiction books. You don't like
Exactly.
fiction books. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
remember you saying those words specifically.
Yep.
I am definitely more a nonfiction person now as well. However, like I read On the Road.
Kerouac.
Yeah, Jack Kerouac relatively recently. And that was cool. Like it didn't hit me. I think it would have I guess I think I would have related to it more had I read it just out of high school or in my early 20s, because that's kind of like the story that's being told from that kind of perspective. But I could still put myself back in those shoes and be like, oh yeah, that's cool. I would do similar things. But I do tend to read more nonfiction stuff.
Or true, biographical.
I don't do biographical stuff though. Like a biography, autobiography, like that to me is also kind of, that is stuff I would rather watch, I guess.
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm trying to think of like how many autobiographies I have in my little library. I think I only have like 3.
I
But
don't think I have any, do you?
but like
Mein Kampf, one of them?
Actually, yeah, I have that. Yeah, I have that.
no, I have Eddie Wong's Fresh Off the Boat, which is basically an autobiography. I have Bruce Lee's. I have 3 Bruce Lee books.
Right, but they're not all his autobiographies.
Yeah,
No,
those
no,
are his
no.
biographies.
Yeah,
'Cause he
one of
didn't
them is
write
his
an
thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't write an autobiography. He was too young.
No. I have Malcolm X's, but he.
You fucking would.
I
totally would.
also have Frederick Douglass's.
All his letters. All his letters.
No Mexicans, huh?
Nah, they're boring. It's like Diego Rivera.
No, autobiographies, no, but I do have
Yeah, Tupac's.
like
He's thinking about it.
Yeah.
not his autobiography, but I have the Rose Grew from Concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, the poetry book.
That's that Machiavelli shit.
No, it's mostly like stories of things that actually happened, like historical events. So like I'm currently reading this book called The Spy and the Traitor, and it's about this Russian KGB Cold War. I love Cold War era stuff, you know me.
Right.
So
I like how you pointed at
So
yourself.
it's-
IKGB.
Right.
so it's this KGB. It's a KGB officer who infiltrated MI6.
Mhm.
This is a true story.
True story.
Okay.
And went and got all the way to the highest rank in MI6.
So
and then
he's
threw him
M.
under the bus and was like, "No, I'm gonna go back to the KGB and be the highest ranking officer in the KGB.
So he killed M, basically.
I don't think he knows what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He-
007. James Bond.
He
wasn't
wasn't
gonna know.
He wasn't
You
gonna
didn't know who
he doesn't
M-
know who M is. Or
you don't know who
Penny-
M
or
is?
Pennyworth or any of
Well,
them.
Money Penny.
Moneypenny, sorry.
Not
Pennyworth.
Pennyworth.
Thinking about,
You're talking about James Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
M was always
And,
was
yeah.
the highest.
Who's M?
in MI6.
It's the guy or the girl giving the orders.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
he's
what
the
I'm
guy that James responds to.
What's the actress name? Judy.
Judi Dench.
Yeah, there you go.
Tell me,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the
Wait.
story.
But let me see, because I think I know this story. Is it the guy who was in the North Korean camp?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it comes out later in the book.
Are
Maybe.
you still reading?
Okay,
still
because
reading.
I know of
I'm
of
in
a
like the
British
first 2 chapters.
I know of a British agent who was captured in the Korean War, and he spent the time in a North Korean POW camp.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says that when he saw like the bombers bombing the villages, that's when he's like, oh, I'm on the wrong side, and then he became a double agent.
So,
Yeah, so I'm wondering if it's this guy.
but
British
this
guy?
guy,
Yeah, he's a British guy.
this guy's
Mhm.
Russian.
Yeah, this guy's Russian.
Oh, he's Russian though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a
Oh.
Russian. Like he.
Oh, okay,
like,
He
okay.
infiltrated.
Well, I thought he meant that
MI6.
it's a
No,
Russian
no.
agent,
No,
but
no.
like Russian, ethnically Russian.
No. He's this Russian KGB. Like he's a
But
KGB.
he's from Russia.
Yeah,
Okay,
KGB
okay.
officer, and then he's like, and then they're like, all right, now we need to go plant seeds and get people in like abroad. So they're like, we're gonna send you to London, and then basically the way the story unfolds is that he joined MI6 and then got to the highest fucking rank,
Mm-hmm.
and then basically
So
turned
he-
them out. Turned
That's-
them all over.
That's crazy. So that's the book you're reading right now, huh?
Spying the Traitor, yes.
Wow. I've been wanting to read a. I feel like sci-fi is cool.
That's the genre I don't really give that much about.
I mean, I haven't. The last fiction book I read was On the Road,
Mm-hmm.
which you can make the case that it's actually also based on personal experiences. So some of it may also be.
I've
nonfiction.
heard of this
Yeah,
book before.
it's pretty.
On the Road?
It's an
Yeah.
American classic.
It's
Like,
an- yeah.
No, but I'm trying to say like, I remember like Sergio Lopez doing a book report about this in Miss Gallman's class.
You would appreciate it because it's so Jack Kerouac was a part of the Beat generation.
Yeah. No, I know.
And
who he
like,
is.
yeah, you know how beatniks were, right? Like they would do the spoken word thing.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the stereotype is like from a real goofy movie.
Yeah.
Remember how they're like at the
Extremely
cafe
goofy
and then
movie.
there's the guy playing
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bowl. Yeah.
So that was also one of the reasons was because I like beatniks, and I also I just wanted to dive into American literature. Like it's famous for a reason, and I was like, all right, let's give it a shot. I've been reading too much nonfiction, and yeah, I wanted to give it a shot. And I mean, 1984 to me is sci-fi.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of like, I liked Kurt Vonnegut's Sirens of Titan. I read Cat's Cradle, Breakfast of Champions. Like, I'm a fan of that kind of shit. I'm currently watching Man in the High Castle, which is based off a book. Philip K. Dick wrote a lot of sci-fi novels, which were also turned into movies. For example, Blade Runner, Scanner Darkly. So it's like, okay, I kind of want to see if there's any cool sci-fi things, just because I watch a lot of TV, but it's like, let me let my brain do some work, let it build the landscape. So, I don't know. But you don't like doing that at all.
He just never calls me, dude.
He's
Never
not,
calls me.
He's not creative, is he?
It just never calls me. No, I mean I have an imagination, I would say, but it doesn't. Just reading that kind of work, it's never. I tried reading the Harry Potter books. And I'm like,
When did you read Harry Potter though? Because I feel like
when the movies were coming out. Before they came out.
So
I remember
how
in
old were
third
you?
grade they were
Oh,
reading
third
us the
grade?
book, and then the movies were coming out. Yeah, third grade, Mrs. Jerling. I'll never forget that. Yeah.
that's a long book for a third grader.
No, but she would read it to us, and then once we got older, we were allowed to read them, of course, as part of our summer reading thing. And so I remember that's why I would recognize some of the plot of those movies.
But do you like the movies?
The movies are cool.
Oh, okay.
The movies are cool. I watched them all when they came out. They were cool. They were cool, but obviously it's not like Star Wars, dude. I mean, let's be real here. Star Wars is way better.
Well, yeah, because to me, I read Harry Potter and I read the first 3 and I got halfway through the 4th. But by then I was already I think when the 4th one came out, I was already a sophomore in high school. So I was like, Yeah, I was like, this is like kind of too little kid shit for me.
Right. See, and while like okay, so back then though, when those books were coming out, I was reading history stuff. I had my like little I had a book. It was like this big and it was white and it said like World War II history.
Mhm.
And it was, yeah,
Yeah, he
but then
likes
I started
planes.
getting into the history of it. So I would remember it was for children to understand basically. Like it was
Mhm.
just a history book, and it would show like the planes, it would show the battles, it would show the leaders, and so I would show the dates, and I would rather read that than read Harry Potter. That's what I was into. I would rather look at that stuff.
I mean, yeah, I see. I did a lot of like I was able to memorize history just through history class. So I never really went out of my way to like read more history. There was a dope ass video game or a computer game that came out called Empire Earth, kind of like Age of Empires, but Empire Earth was literally, um, it was telling like the human story from cavemen all the way until like they made up like a future epic, which would be
Hmm.
like us in space and shit.
Right, right, right.
But along the way, as humans evolved, you were allowed to play characters. You could be like Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar,
Oh,
and Napoleon. You would like actually engage in historic battles. And so I was like, this game is dope. And so I was also
you're
learning.
learning,
I was
yeah.
also learning about history that way too, because like, let's say like we entered the 100 Years War, and it was
Mhm.
like the French and the Brits, and like you're doing those battles, and I was like, this is fucking dope.
So it's fun and educational.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really cool that you bring this up because I remember when Assassin's Creed came out, the first one.
That's a
I
dope game.
I actually learned a lot of like
Yeah.
historical events
Yeah, see?
because of that game. Yeah,
Mhm.
and I actually followed through with the series because they were they had some history in them that
Yeah.
was, or they played with history on them.
Hmm.
Like it was fucking dope, dude. Like, and I remember like going to school and then going to like fucking world cultures or something, be like, I know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, I was like 8th grade freshman year, and I was playing this video game, and yeah, I'd go into world cultures or history, and I was like, I just played that as the Red Baron. I know all about World War One
Right,
right
right,
now. Like
right.
it was
Yeah.
dope as fuck.
Well, I think. See, to me, I mean, okay. At the end of the day, we still like stories, right?
Yeah.
This is what it comes down to. Me, that's why. Like, okay, there's this nonfiction stuff. Okay, that's cool. But to me, it's like, whoa, this story is way more interesting. Of all the
but
stuff that went
You
down, you know.
think of it as like maybe a fable.
Sure.
You're supposed to learn something out of it.
Right, sure. I mean, see, to me, that's what allows me to appreciate movies like that. See, to me, that's what allows me to appreciate like movies, for example, or that like Saving Private Ryan, right? Like the story, that kind of story. Not that one, not that one. But I just think that that's when you see stories like that come to life, and
Mhm.
especially me because I knew I was learning about that stuff on my own. That's why I was like, okay, this stuff is cool, right?
So you like the story of Saving Private Ryan?
I think it's a good movie. Yeah, it's a good.
I think it's
story.
a good movie, but I actually just like the action more than the story. I couldn't care less about the story.
About him wanting to find this guy so they could all go home.
Yeah.
Well, like
that, like they would never do that.
Well, no,
They would never
I'm just
do
saying is that they use that to also show exactly what was going around. So if
Mm.
it puts you in their shoes.
Historical fiction.
Yeah, it puts you in their shoes while they're going from D-Day all the
Yeah.
way, you know,
That's
going
why-
up. That's why you could appreciate it, right? It's-
like Band of Brothers.
That was a good show.
That was a really good show.
Sean Penn, right? No,
No.
that's Thin Red Line. Right?
No, it's the guy from Friends.
Yeah, David Schwimmer. Yeah, he's in it. He's in one of the first episodes. He's a drill sergeant, I think.
What was
right?
it? Good Company, I think it's called.
Yeah, I think that's what it's
Good
called.
Company.
Yeah. See, that was a good show too, actually.
Yeah.
I got into it for a while too.
Mhm.
Mm.
And then
They had a Pacific one too, right?
yes, well, it's called
Wasn't
The
that-
Pacific.
Yeah.
Wasn't that HBO?
Yes.
That's why I didn't see.
They're both HBO shows.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have HBO growing up. So.
Right. And so, yeah. See, so to me, I can really appreciate that because I'm sure not all of that really happened,
But it was.
but it's
They,
a way
they painted a good picture. They showed
Exactly.
it very well.
exactly. So, for example, like in 1984, it's a love story.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But then it uses that to showcase. Like to me, I could care less about that. But there's a
Couldn't care less.
couldn't care less. But they use that to they create a world right around that.
V for Vendetta.
Yeah, that's another good one too.
See, I'm a cheese ball for sci-fi love stories.
Like Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, we can't really get too deep into Star Wars right now because it's turning someone over.
We're going to. Because you need to fucking watch Star Wars, dude.
Yeah, dude, you're missing out on like, dude, a culturally significant like story here.
So like,
Yeah.
so sci-fi anything, you can't get behind it all. You
No, I
find it
can, but
boring.
it's. We've had this conversation before where it's like
No, but-
sci-fi just feels like it's too fucking out there for me. Like, I don't know. Like,
but it's not.
You have to suspend some disbelief, dude.
So wait. You saw Interstellar.
I saw Interstellar.
It's sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's too out there for you?
There was a certain point where I was
I'm gonna
like,
cut the fucking what?
like it's a good movie. I liked it. It was entertaining, but also because I saw it as an adult, as in like when I saw like Star Wars, like when I was a kid, like I remember seeing it on like in someone's.
You should have
car.
enjoyed it more. What?
So I remember it was like those minivans that had like the VHS players in the middle.
Oh yeah.
I remember it was either George or Enrique had it, and
Probably George, because you know what? He would be in
That's
front of a
who-
screen
yeah.
for a long time.
yeah. So
Sounds George.
so I remember we would like watch bits of it like on the way to school because we would always carpool, and
So you're doing it wrong.
And
Because
then-
that's someone who's seen the movie 1,000 times.
then ever
it's
since
comfort.
then, like I was just like I can't get into this, dude. Like I don't know why. I think it's because I correlated with that experience.
It's so unfortunate.
George and I used to watch Bruno the Kid and Star Wars, but mostly Bruno the Kid because I couldn't get into the Star Wars.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what Bruno the Kid is.
Bruno the Kid is a cart. I actually would rather have you look it up.
Bruno. Bruno the Kid.
Yes,
What the fuck is this?
Bruno the fucking Kid.
Oh,
Bruce Willis, homie.
Yeah, that's right.
Bruce Willis.
That's supposed to be Bruce Willis?
It is Bruce Willis. It's not supposed to be. It is.
What do you mean?
Go to the Wikipedia page.
I mean, like,
Bruce Willis voices that kid.
so it's
It's a series created by Bruce Willis. Yeah.
what
Bruce
the
Willie.
Fuck.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah. Wait. What came out first? This came out first because wasn't he in a movie called The Kid?
Yeah, but I don't think they're connected.
I don't think they're connected.
Because first of all, the kid in the kid doesn't look like that. He doesn't
Kinda.
wear glasses.
Bruno the Kid is a spy, and yeah,
Top spy for secret espionage organization. The organization named Globe contacts Bruno via his computer and is special. This seems kind of cool, actually. I'm into this already. Like, is
look
this-
up the trailer to it because it's
36 episodes, one season.
Yeah.
Wow.
and
Mark Hamill's in it.
Yeah.
Dope.
Oh, but dude, Tony J's in it.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either, but that's Tony J. Tony J.
EJ.
Tony
Yeah,
J.
that's what we would watch
Jennifer
on
Hale.
the way to school.
Oh God.
Every...
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, but you never. There's got to be one sci-fi movie he likes. There's got to be one
Oh,
where
no,
to him it's
there
probably
is.
like on the border.
Yeah.
Like,
what
which
what
one?
is it?
Interstellar.
No.
You didn't sound like you were that into it.
I mean, I don't geek out over it, but it's like, yeah, it's good.
Okay, hold on.
Like,
Didn't you watch Dragon Ball Z growing up?
I wouldn't consider
That's
that.
sci-fi. That's sci-fi, dude.
It's anime.
But it's anime. We've had this conversation.
You like Rick and
before.
Morty, right?
Yeah, but again, it's a cartoon.
That's not anime.
But
a
that's
car-
sci-fi.
but
They
what I'm
did an
saying-
anime episode.
Yeah, which is also sci-fi.
But what I'm saying is that like when it's like cartoon, when it's not real people, it's like
You can't get into it. You
No,
can't
no.
get into
I'll
it.
tell you what then. We'll have you watch Star Wars Clone Wars.
Yeah, no.
yeah, so like when it's cartoons, it's like okay, like it's obviously made up, like it's. But when it's like real people acting, like I immediately go to like that'll never fucking happen. That's why like, it's
So then,
immediate just like
what would the Last Airbender be then? Isn't that sci-fi?
it's a cartoon.
But sci-fi's a genre, dude. Right? So what would that fall
I'm
under?
gonna tell you something.
Literally
Let's
just
see.
explained to you
Let me tell you
why,
something.
like because it's a cartoon. It's like okay, like it's fake. I can get into
Light
it.
speed and lightsabers will be real someday.
Supposedly one guy invented a lightsaber.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say is on YouTube. There's this guy that.
But it's like a
creates-
metal rod that he just heats up so it's glowing.
No, there's this guy on YouTube that it's basically a torch. It's like a handheld,
Mhm,
and it, like,
yeah.
it comes out like that.
Right.
Yeah, this guy.
What you just described is a lightsaber.
Yeah.
I guess this wouldn't technically be sci-fi then. Yeah, I guess just action adventure.
Yeah.
But there's got to be one movie he likes where there's like sound effects and stuff like that. Didn't you like Tron or something like that?
No, No.
No.
So like
Again, it's like the laser sound and everything. Like I get immediately turned off by it. Like
Really? That's
like pew,
interesting.
pew, pew. Like I'm
Really?
like, all right. I want
Really?
to hear bang bang. I want to hear guns. Like I don't want to hear.
lasers
Okay.
are so much cooler than guns.
You don't have to reload them.
Yeah. You wouldn't have to reload. Goes burns right through you. Cauterizes the wound immediately.
Right. No. Right.
But what? Yeah, but that's, I don't know. Sci-fi movie.
It's got to be one, dude.
So,
There's got to be one. I know.
so cool. Like you don't like space.
It frightens me.
Yeah, it does me. It does that to me too. But
Yeah, hence the movie. You don't like the movie Alien?
ooh,
That's a good
what
sci-fi
the?
movie.
You've never even seen it, have you?
Okay, I hate horror genre, dude. That's probably one of my favorites.
So
That
like,
one, dude. I remember I was at my house, like, what the fuck?
And by the way, way ahead of their time. Sigourney Weaver, female lead.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
But he doesn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Dude, I'm gonna
He's all
dump
the
these
rage.
Cajun fries.
Yeah, he's all the rage right
look at
now.
this. Dad.
Right, right.
Like,
Richard.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it's just, I don't know, like it just freaks me out. Like I think I've even showed this to you guys before. Like I saw a video of what planets would look like if they were the same distance from the moon,
Yeah.
and to me, it's terrifying, dude.
Why? Because it looks like it's coming at you. Or
Yeah,
what? Oh,
exactly.
that's why?
Like I can't. Oh
Ooh,
I
have you
think that'd be
seen
dope.
Melancholia?
no.
Dude, Melancholia.
Is that with
Like, so in that
No. Wait, what movie is that? I've seen that movie.
in that video that I'm talking about, where the planets are the same distance as the moon,
Mm-hmm.
when Saturn appears, oh my dude, like I start like sweating, like, I get nervous, like it's scary to me, dude. Like,
There it is.
no, I've never seen it.
So Melancholia is basic. It's an artsy film with Kirsten Dunst, but it's essentially the end of the world, and they discover like there's a planet that's on a collision course with Earth.
Oh, and it gets bigger. And
It gets
yeah.
bigger, and so like you see them, they're all on the lawn because there's nothing you could do. So you're accepting your fate, and you just see this big fucking thing that gets closer and closer and closer, and it's like,
That's dude, like,
and then the movie ends.
Oh, so when
It's
I see- That's
a
horrifying.
melancholy movie,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
so
horrifying.
If I don't know, even look it up, like planets the same distance as the moon. It looks fucking terrifying, dude.
Oh, I think it looks great. I think it looks badass, actually.
No, again, like when you see Saturn up there, like it freaks you out. Then Jupiter just takes up the entire sky. Fuck that, dude.
It's a good cast. Kiefer Sutherland, Alexander Skarsgård, Kirsten Dunst. It's definitely an artsy flick, and it's there's a lot of there isn't a lot of dialogue for the sake of just having dialogue. So there's music, and it's creating a literally a melancholic atmosphere. And so while you are watching it, you're like in there. You're like, whoa, like gives you those down. It's a good rainy day movie. If you really want to like get in the mood for that. I like those kind of films though. Like,
Yeah, I know you do. Like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
yeah, there's something about the darkness that I kind of embrace. I think it's beautiful, but also horrifying.
Horrifying. But
So there's not one though.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think, like Serenity, maybe.
What?
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
I remember that's the only sci-fi movie I remember watching in theaters, and I was taken to it.
Back to the Future.
Yeah, you don't like Back to the
Okay,
Future?
okay, I like Back to the
Yeah.
Future.
All right, there we
Sci-fi.
go. All right, good job. Good save.
Yeah.
Give me some. Yeah, good save.
Oh, this is brand new.
Dude,
2019.
Okay, then it's not that one.
This one since 2005.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2005.
They just remade it.
Is it a remake?
Yeah, no, that's pretty quick.
because I remember I saw this in theaters, in theaters.
Is this it?
Yeah.
It would be something like this.
Yeah.
Just this last Airbender, dude.
Again, I was taken to it. It was for someone's birthday. I forget who.
So this is it. Joss Whedon. He's pretty sci-fi.
I'm trying to think.
Did you see any of the Star Treks?
Wait,
like the
Independence,
newest
Independence Day.
ones? Ooh,
I had the first one on VHS. Yes.
that's a great movie.
It's a sci-fi movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
But it's also
quote it.
comedy. It's also a comedy. What do you
Yeah.
mean you can't quote it?
Can't quote it.
You can't quote ID4?
I get as in like I don't remember the movie.
Like,
It didn't sit with me that much.
Welcome to Earth.
yeah, I was just
Come on,
gonna say
dude.
that's a simple. He punches
love
the
Will
alien.
Smith.
Yeah, he punches the alien and says, "Welcome to Earth."
Again, I don't remember that. It's been such a long time since I've seen that movie.
Okay, hold on.
Mars Attacks.
Oh,
I love Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
You've never seen Mars Attacks?
No, no.
Dude, look at the cast
Again,
in Mars
it's
Attacks,
not-
dude. It is
Pierce
so
Brosnan.
isn't
wait.
The aliens put Pierce Brosnan's head on a chihuahua's body.
Dude, it is such a good look at this. Look at these. So many
Danny
stars.
DeVito's in it.
So many stars, dude. Look at it. Parky himself. Right there.
Parkinson's.
Oh my god, dude. Jesus.
Jack Black's in it. That's right. I forgot Jack Black's in it. Dude, look at all these fucking
God,
stars,
yeah.
dude.
Ray J.
Oh yeah.
That's the first thing that popped out.
I
Did you
know.
notice that?
Because it's the thing that doesn't feel like it belongs there.
There,
That's
there,
why.
there are so many people that are dead. Do you guys ever do that? Watch movies and you're like, that person's for sure dead.
Yeah, sometimes.
Like,
I don't watch Charles Bronson movies.
well, no, but I mean, like, see, I mean, like, even if it's
like
not a
supporting
main,
characters.
yeah, supporting character.
It's like,
like,
that guy's dead.
sometimes it's even an extra that stands out, and it'll be like, let's say, an old man sipping coffee. I'm like, dude, that guy's dead.
Right, right.
Like, for sure, that guy's gone. You know, Mars Attacks is a great one too. Also, kind of a comedy though.
No,
But-
it is. Yeah, it's
yeah.
making fun of the classic.
Yeah, exactly.
The movies from the 50s.
Mm,
Man,
So wait, you never like got into the Twilight Zone either?
Black Mirror. Didn't you watch Black Mirror?
Yeah. Black Mirror.
Black Mirror
and,
sci-fi.
and then the Twilight Zone. Yeah, the old TV show. Black and white
Yeah,
TV
Black
show.
The one
and
with,
white.
with Rod Serling.
Yes. I got into that. But
Okay.
Yeah, but movies though, there's still nothing there for him that stands out.
Well, you know what's interesting is I noticed this on the last podcast that we did when Omar was here, was that, and Oliver brought it up. He's like, you know how many movies you tell me to watch? Like, he's like, I can't do.
we do watch a lot of movies.
We watch movies, but it's like, what do you watch? Because I feel like you are always watching something too, but it's clearly not what we watch. Like, what do you watch?
Nah, I really need to know this.
Yeah.
like for like background noise.
No,
just
like
have
what do you
on?
like to
you
sit down
watching?
and watch?
Because you did watch Man in the High Castle, which arguably could be sci-fi. Actually, it is sci-fi.
I didn't know it was sci-fi.
It is
getting
sci-fi
into
actually.
Though.
It is sci-fi, and you did like season, and he lost interest. It was he said like around season 2, he's like, I'm out.
Yeah,
I think you know why? Because it gets way more sci-fi.
and that's exactly what I told. Because I didn't know it was sci-fi going into it, and then when it started like time traveling and jumping shit, I was like, all right, it lost me, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Because for me, I was more getting sucked into
He didn't
the
know that
story.
this alternative history show. Dude,
What are
that
you,
was
what are you, what are you, what are
sci-fi.
you expecting?
Well, yeah, the Nazis did not win, dude.
no, obviously, but I was like, for me, it was a show of like the what if, like what would America be like if these opposing forces actually did win? And
Right.
I thought that's what the show was gonna be of. Like,
I mean, it is.
yeah, but it's also like of like
Let me
this
see-
isn't
let's see if
true.
it's technically sci-fi. Let's see if it's technically sci-fi.
We
Yeah.
have this.
All right, let's go. Let's
We
go.
have
But yeah,
this.
but again,
it is. It's really. It's written by Philip K. Dick. He's a sci-fi writer.
Yeah.
It's
All right,
total.
then yes,
it's
you're right, you're
100%
right.
a sci-fi.
Yeah, then yeah, sounds good.
It is a sci-fi.
Yeah, he's
but like-
100%.
But what, like I said, is I didn't know it was going into it, and
So
then when it
Here's-
started getting,
Spoiler alert for you.
I already read up on it.
but yeah.
What is it about, the motherfucker?
So it's about. It's about a guy. He gets. I remember I even seeing the trailer for it. Right.
Sure.
But basically, it's a plot. Right. It's like the Japanese and the Germans are in a Cold War or whatever, and Japanese control the West, Germans control the East Coast, and all that.
I've told you
Right.
that.
And
so
then
far,
there's
though.
the grasshopper lies heavy. Right. Is like a story within a story or whatever, and they're plotting against like how they're gonna take back the United States and stuff like that. Right. That's the overarching. I can't remember all the details.
Right. Okay. So that isn't what lost him. What I was going to get into, what loses him, is that, and see,
You can just ruin it for me. I'm not gonna.
yeah, but
watch
see,
it.
this is sci-fi, but this is legit actual theories in the field of our like modern day science,
Hmm.
which is the multiverse theory,
Oh right.
and it's based on that.
right. Okay.
And
but
and
he's
see,
not
like,
into that. Yeah, he's
like
not
how
into
does that
You
not
have to
like?
kind of be into that.
How are you a stoner? Like, how does it, how does this not, like, how do you not smoke weed and be like, whoa, like that's
Dude,
fascinating.
I don't smoke weed and I get that way.
Like that would be fascinating. In another universe, Oliver, you are actually the president of the United States.
Yeah. But that's not my universe, so like I guess I'm more focused on real.
No, you're not. No, you're not. 'Cause
Well,
you
in its
watch
defense-
anime. That's not real.
Right.
That's
He does
not
like
real.
Avatar a lot.
Yeah.
He does like Avatar.
So that's not real.
But okay,
so
but hold on. But he's familiar with that because okay, so did you ever watch Back to the Future 2 or 3? Really? So you did commit to that sci-fi series? The one you committed to it. You watched them when they came out.
it doesn't take itself too seriously.
It doesn't, but the point I'm trying to make though is that also has the multiverse divergence thing, right? Like
Yeah.
that's what it has. Like even Doc Brown has the chalkboard. He's like,
Yeah.
this is your 1984, 85. 85, right?
Yeah.
Like, and then you're down here, and there's no way you can get back there.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
so in those moments, you're like, all right, they're losing me.
He's also like way younger, and it was more easily entertained. I guess. I don't know. It's just like now as an adult, I
But you don't ponder.
He
Well, 'cause,
okay,
like-
okay. What are you pondering about when it comes to sci-fi? Just to be clear, let's establish.
Dude,
like,
to me, sci-fi is basically what we've always done as a species. Before light pollution, what would we do at night? We'd look up. What do you do when you're looking up? You're pondering about the cosmos.
yeah, like what's up there? Blah,
What's
blah.
up? So yeah, when that's what I'm saying. Like, what's up there? What's out there? How far can we extend? How far can we go?
Yeah.
Like,
I think about that stuff and I like reading about it, but when it comes to entertainment, like movies and shit, I don't know.
but that takes me back to what I was saying, where I was like playing that computer game where it's fun and educational.
Mhm.
Like the entertainment, it's fun, but it's also educational, and it's like a hamster on a wheel. Like it gets this going.
But it's like deal with the fiction stuff, or nonfiction stuff. It's also it's one of those things where like
Yeah.
it does fascinate me to a point where like I'll go out of my way and independently research it for my own gain.
Right.
But I don't indulge in the.
But what I'm getting
entertainment
what I'm
aspect
getting
of
at
it.
here is that this is much more plausible than Star Wars or something like that.
Mhm.
Like Interstellar, like things like that are.
That's why I liked Interstellar, because it was out there, but it wasn't like
Right.
fuck pew 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 like lasers and shit.
Right.
You know? Like that felt more real.
Okay.
Yeah, than like Star Wars, for example. Like,
Right, but that's what I'm getting at. Like, I'm not trying to sell you and say like, Man in the High Castle is the greatest thing ever. Because to me, it drags a bit, but like things like that, like I said, it gets the gears going, and I'm always like, whoa, and I start going deeper and deeper down that rabbit hole. That's why I'm like, how are you a stoner?
But
Like,
again, like I do like go down those rabbit holes, but it's usually through like articles and stuff like that. It's never been.
but that like inspires me to research those articles and to research like what's going on in modern science. Who is also researching this? Is this truly also a simulation? Like it branches off.
You like the Matrix, don't you? That's sci-fi.
Dude, Matrix sucked. Like the first one's great.
Let's
was
just
literally
pretend
gonna
the other ones didn't happen.
Yeah,
The first
yeah.
one. You like the first one.
First
right?
one's
Like,
incredible.
the first one was pretty cool, but it lost me after a while too.
He's like, the second he took the pill, I was out.
Yeah, I know. They were like, that's the most important part.
Yeah.
No, like
He's like, when I learned it was a simulation, I was out.
Yeah.
no, it's like, the Matrix was cool because I like the Matrix maybe for another like
For the martial arts, that was it.
yeah, for the fighting and shit. Like that's what
God
brought me
damn
into
it.
it. It was more.
no jujitsu.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know
Show me.
jujitsu.
Yeah,
Show
exactly.
me.
Yeah, so it was that's what brought me into the Matrix. It wasn't so much
God
like the
damn,
story.
dude, that is so frustrating. I mean, whatever. Yeah, I think it's all great. Yeah, and that's Plato right there. Don't you like fucking Greek mythology and Greek philosophy?
I do, but
Like, you know why I prefer Star Wars, dude, over Harry Potter? Because it is a
Like,
little. Harry Potter
hero's
to me is a
journey.
little too like I don't want to say
Kiddie?
mythical because it's a little
It's kiddie.
But what I like is that like they have dude the Jedi like the samurai or the Shaolin monks, dude. Like there's literally that version of it.
Yeah.
So
Knights of the Round Table. Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's dope.
it's just I like actually how George Lucas took all of those old ideas and was like, oh well, let's like futurize it.
I
Let's do
guess-
their future equivalent, you know. And that to me is like, oh, that's dope.
the anime equivalent to the experience you guys are talking about when it comes to sci-fi,
Airbender, right? The last Airbender.
Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop is sci-fi for sure.
Cowboy Bebop is a sci-fi
Yeah.
western noir.
Yeah, dude. See, if you okay, if you can appreciate Cowboy Bebop, you will appreciate at the very least the Mandalorian, because it's like that. It's actually have
The
you
bounty
seen
hunter?
Cowboy Bebop?
I was never an
He's a
anime.
sp-
dude.
No, you'll like Cowboy
He's a
Bebop.
space bounty hunter.
Yeah, you'll like
Oh yeah, I get it.
you'll like Cowboy
you'll,
Bebop.
you'll definitely then you'll definitely like the Mandalorian because it predates that.
Well, the
Boba
story,
Fett.
yeah,
Boba
exactly.
Fett.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It predates that.
Yeah, so I think you need to watch Cowboy Bebop.
I'll listen.
And you need to watch Star Wars.
I'll watch it. I don't need it on Blu-ray. I'm sure I could find it somewhere. Plus, I don't have a Blu-ray.
No, it's
player.
on Hulu, I think.
Yeah, I don't have a.
Yeah, I was
Blu-ray
watching
player.
it on Hulu not too long ago.
How long is this series?
It's like 3 seasons, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
dude, it's good.
I like finite shit.
There's a reason why it's my background on my phone. It's my favorite fucking. It's my favorite anime. It's my favorite story.
So he likes sci-fi in his own form.
Yeah,
In his own form.
Again, because
Yeah.
it's like it's animated, so
Right.
it's like
It's a specific section of sci-fi.
Let me ask you something because that
Akira. That's another.
I could never get into anime.
I could. I did. for a
Okay,
while.
can I say something?
Yeah.
I only started getting into anime recently.
Feel like for as long as I've known you.
But I think what you're thinking
Like,
is because like the popularity of Dragon Ball Z, like in Mexico. I think that's what you're thinking.
I mean, Mexicans love Dragon
I
Ball
was
Z.
gonna
they
say
do.
because like I
Every
grew up.
Mexican I
Okay,
know.
so check this
Yeah.
out. I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z and Saint Seiya,
Kakarot.
Caballeros del Zodiaco, but I never knew that was anime. For me, that was just cartoons. And first of all, I
Right.
thought they were Mexican. I never knew it was Japanese.
Same, actually, to be honest.
I never
See,
knew.
I
it was
always
Japanese.
knew it was Japanese.
See, maybe because you grew up on this side, but like in
No, even for me, dude, I didn't think it was Japanese until I was like, I googled it and I was like, oh, this is a Japanese
and
show.
then let me say this: Dragon Ball Z. I tried rewatching as an adult, and I cannot watch it in English or Japanese. I have to watch it in Spanish.
That's fine. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't tell the difference between that kind of cartoon and an American cartoon?
Like once I learned, I was like, "Oh, this is a Japanese style of animating."
Yeah.
yeah. But
Like,
you,
to me,
when
it's-
you're a little
I'm-
kid, you don't know
Yeah,
where
it's
it's
just
coming
cartoons.
from. Like, of course, once I
Their
made that,
logo, it's written. It's like Japanese characters.
so what? You
Yeah.
could do that. You could do that as an American. All I'm saying
Name
is,
another American show that does that.
Karate Commandos.
there
What
you
the
go.
fuck
Boom,
is
in your
that?
face, in tu cara. Right?
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Chuck Norris's TV show, Karate.
No, that's
Commandos.
Walker, Texas Ranger. You're dead wrong. on that.
And it's Karate Commandos with Commando spelled with a K.
Right.
Right.
So basically, okay. So I was introduced to all that stuff.
I don't
through
even know what that is.
Toonami.
I need to keep
Yeah.
going. Commandos.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but check this out. Look at the animation style, though.
Right,
It's-
but okay, but you see animation.
Look at
styles-
Chuck Norris. Look at him. Look at him.
But see, that says CN. I don't see any fucking Japanese or 80 or.
like the villains that he fights and shit. Like they wear like gis and shit.
Well,
Right,
that's
right.
different though. That's no different than GI Joe fighting.
But the point I'm trying to make is, I realized that that style is not from the United
Yeah.
States. You realize that.
I knew
right?
it right away, dude.
Well, it's okay, great that you're able
Yeah.
to know
Maybe it's
that.
the whiteness in me that was like,
Maybe
this
it's-
is not
may-
white.
Maybe, but when I saw it, I was like, okay, well, because animation has changed, dude. Like Mickey Mouse looks different, you know.
From
in the,
Whistling Willie.
yeah, exactly. And so to me, I was like, oh, Toonami was like, oh, this is like anime. I was like, oh, and then I learned about it. I was like, okay, this style of animation comes from Japan.
So
yeah.
and then
I watched Pokemon. That's
Yeah,
anime. I
that's-
used to
yeah.
watch Pokemon.
so
Yeah, you see, and that's sci-fi.
I mean, yeah,
That's sci-fi.
yeah, but I'm not the one that hates sci-fi.
No, but as I'm pointing it out,
Okay,
that he
yeah.
likes Pokemon.
Yeah.
You used to go. See, actually, that's one show that right now as an adult I want to finish.
It's awful.
I never
I
finished
tried
that as a
watching
kid.
it the other
I
day.
never
It's
watched
awful.
the original season.
That's
with
super
Ash.
kiddie. It's really bad.
I know. I need to, but I want to just finish it. Actually,
Right.
that's like whenever I think about it, I'm like, I never finished that show. I only got to
That's a good picture.
Oh my god.
I need this for Halloween, dude. I need this.
Yeah,
Look
but if you're gonna do that, you have to wax your belly
No,
button because
no,
his
no.
belly button's waxed.
Look at that stash.
yo,
dude.
that was like the
Dude,
typical
I thought that's what your
workout
dad looked
garbs.
like.
That's a man right
Sorry,
there.
go ahead, Oliver.
No, but yeah, so I actually started getting into exploring anime as an adult.
Okay.
Because throughout high school and everything, I used to clown on the anime people. I'd be like, you can't fucking grow up watching cartoons all the fucking time. And then
You didn't watch Family Guy though? In high school?
barely. I watched
Oh, dude.
more
South Park?
I watched more South Park than it was
Cartoons.
also like it wasn't until like
I always liked cartoons.
No, it wasn't until the season of South Park where they fuck. It was. I remember it was when they go to like the special needs camp.
Is that the Special Olympics?
No, the camp where it was like with Jimmy and
and they have the other two guys, right?
the
That are
Nimsy.
yeah,
like that.
Nimsy. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay, remember there's the guy that has the tinted glasses.
Yeah.
He's also special needs,
Yeah.
and he's like Jimmy and
They're
Timmy's
like
rival.
goons. Yeah.
Oh
remember? He's all like,
yeah.
boss. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
So
Yeah, yeah.
from then on until
The
maybe
retard shit sold him. He's like, this is great.
so basically from then on I started like I was like, oh okay, South Park's pretty funny, I'll watch it. But before that I was like like if it was on TV, like I wouldn't really pay attention to it. It would just be on.
Yeah, dude. No, the episodes, like the early seasons, are hard to watch, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember watching them as a kid, and I thought they were funny, but now it's like I can't watch the early ones. I can't do it.
But the one with the flag.
That one's good.
That's an old one. That's early seasons.
No, I'm talking about the ones where like the chicken fucker, like really early, like season
Yeah,
one
but
and two. Those are kind of
that's because that was when that came out. That was great because that was the first time someone had ever like put a vulgar TV show where it's little kids doing it,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a cartoon, so they could get away with it.
Right.
So it was like this taboo thing that they were doing.
Yeah, but no, never.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I do think Brian should get into some anime though.
yeah. So
I
okay,
think he should.
and then
you know what else I used to watch, which was also kind of like Pokemon. I used to watch Digimon.
I never got into
That was their
Digimon.
competitor.
Yeah,
I
That was
I
our
used to
number-
watch
I never got
Digimon.
into
I tried
Digimon.
watching it a little bit. I was like, this is
Not the same.
weird. Yeah, it's not the same.
It
It's
wasn't
weird.
the same, but like I think what happened was like they stopped showing Pokemon on TV or whatever.
Mm,
and
like, we gotta fill
and
this void.
Digimon, yeah, and Digimon came out. I was like, yeah, it's kind of the same.
Digital monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then I got into anime as an adult, because of my
Jesus
my ex.
I knew it. I knew it had to do with some sort of Asian woman.
Yeah. Yeah. So I remember
You've
my-
only dated Asian women.
No, I remember when he dated a non-Asian. I remember that's how long we've been friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was like high school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, and then like
No.
never like officially like taken home title and
You
everything. It's
only-
only been Asian.
Yeah.
And one Latina.
Did you say take her home and tie her?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I heard that.
Yeah, I
too.
heard that. That's
Is that what you
that
said?
one.
Did I say that out loud?
That one stays on the record, right? That one stays on the record.
'Cause the way he was laughing, I was like, did I hear that correctly?
No, I heard it too. I heard
Yeah,
it too.
just like-
I was waiting to see if you're like something was gonna happen. Like
I dated like around like different ethnicities and everything, but like stayed in long term relationships was Asian girls.
because his mom won't allow it.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway.
hard, it's hard, man. It's hard.
Anyway.
See, that's why, because
Yeah.
your mom is gonna be like,
Dude,
your
well,
mom's gonna be like, Olive.
well, you have to keep in mind for the viewers out there that our mothers are from a different time. They think differently, and they aren't as now they are, but before they weren't as open,
Mhm.
progressive thinkers as before.
I think actually my mom is okay with it because my mom married a white guy.
Mm.
Everybody else though didn't. My
Well-
mom was the only one that married a white guy.
I don't think my mom would care. I think it's just more your mom, dude.
Yeah, his mom almost married a sultan or something. I don't know.
Yeah, my mom dated a Lebanese dude for a long time,
Yeah.
and he had sultan money. Let me tell you.
Lebanese people do have a lot of money. Anyway, going back to so
So-
your ex got you into anime.
So my ex was like, "Let's watch this movie, blah blah blah,"
What movie?
Spirited Away.
Oh, I hear that's actually really good. I want to see that.
So-
what is that?
It's very famous. The guy who wrote that is actually very famous.
It
Yeah.
does sound familiar.
Yeah.
It's
I'm blanking on his name. Yeah.
Gilby.
Oh, it's just a movie.
It's a movie.
Okay, I could watch a movie.
So it's actually
something Buena Vista
so
Home. and-
fucking good, dude. It's so fucking good,
Oh, delicious.
and it
Yeah, Miyazaki. That's right.
so it basically touches on subjects of like human trafficking and
Yeah.
like it's very
It's actually more mature.
It's a very mature. Yeah, thank you. That
It's
was a
more
good way-
mature than you think.
Read
Yeah.
this for me.
I can't read kanji, but yeah, I'm assuming it says Spirited Away. But yeah,
Backwards.
So I saw that and then I was like, oh my god, like maybe this is something that I've been talking shit on for the longest time. I had no idea what
He was
there.
like in tears in the moment.
right?
I was,
no. You know who actually spoke very highly of these movies, of Miyazaki's movies, is Duvalin. Chris Duval. Remember, he's like, dude, these movies are great.
He's into that shit.
So I saw.
I thought that was gonna make a difference for you. I guess it did.
So I saw.
Like, I don't give a shit.
I saw this, and I remember. I saw it, and the day after I was talking.
Hey, look at Chicharito.
I was talking to Black, my old roommate, and I go, "Hey man, like I saw Spirit Away," and he goes, "Bro, now you gotta watch." And then
all the movies.
And then Black was basically showing me like all the movies, and then him and I actually started watching anime with Black. It went from like something that my girlfriend at the time introduced me, and then it became like, okay, now I found my little appreciation for it, that I could do it with my friends, you know. And
I appreciate this,
dude.
And then my friend, my buddy John showed me Cowboy Bebop. I remember because it actually started. I remember him and I were driving back from the North Shore, and I was shuffling my iPod playlist, and some jazz came on.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey man, I didn't know you listen to jazz." And then
it's 2 seasons. List of volumes.
Go ahead, continue your thought.
So, and then he goes, and then I don't know how it went from like jazz to anime, and he goes, "Oh, there's a fucking anime called Cowboy Bebop, and every episode is a different style of jazz. Yeah. Every episode title is a different style of jazz, and like it's." He goes, "Just look into it for the music."
They do. The Japanese do love their jazz. I will say that.
So I remember I went in there first for the music, and then I started like seeing like the actual substance of the show. I was like, "Holy fuck, this is fucking intense."
So this is
love.
So he's a space cowboy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, we love the return of the space cowboy. You know,
I think he might be the original space cowboy.
the.
But yeah, it's a noir space western, and it's so fucking good. The first episode's in Tijuana, in post-apocalyptic space Tijuana.
That does not sell me. I hate
Just watch it. Yeah. Honestly, I'm actually down to watch it with you. Actually,
one of the lines
fine,
in that show that really fucked me up was because of the current situation I was going through with my ex. Whereas,
like rewatching the show.
We don't want to put spoilers here. Yeah, there it is.
Cool. I will
Sick.
add to
I'm gonna
stuff.
watch it. They have Outlaw Star. Dude, that was one of my favorites right there.
I don't even know what. Look, dude, they have the hug.
I don't know what
Look at how freaky that
I don't know
is.
what that is.
What are you pointing at?
Akira's
Akira?
pointing at I want to see that.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so Rick and Morty, they do a reference to that when he turns into the monster. Remember, then the wasp stings them. Remember that the episode where he keeps killing himself and he revives into the fascist multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
So remember how he turns into this weird thing? He grows. He has the death crystal.
yes.
There you go, Diego. Yep. Masturbation quest.
Oh, they have hentai on Hulu, huh? No, but do you remember that episode?
Yes.
Okay, so basically at the end of it,
referencing Akira.
Yeah, at the end of it, Morty's dad comes out. He's like, "I don't want any more anime stuff happening to my son. All right, it's turning into an Akira."
Yeah, that movie's actually really recommended that you watch the Akira movie.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Well, it's really recommended that you watch Star Wars.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Hey, if he watches Cowboy Bebop,
that's bullshit.
If he watches Cowboy Bebop,
because I'm actually saying like, yeah, I'll watch it. And this guy's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
see, I'm willing.
it's because also you never watched Toonami then?
No.
Really? See, that's how I got into it.
I never watched
then,
Toonami.
Dude. And Benji also loved Cowboy Bebop, and he introduced me to it, and I'll watch it, and I was like, dude, this show's good. It's a good show.
Mike Spiegel, man, that's my guy.
Adult Swim stuff was literally I would just watch Family Guy on Adult Swim and
Yeah, me too.
And what's it called?
Robot Chicken,
and then Aqua Teen Hunger Force for a little bit.
Yeah, that's when you were in your stoner phase.
Dude, that shit was so funny.
There was a few episodes that I would watch, and I'm like, what? I don't know why I'm watching this right now. There was moments where I thought it was funny, but then I was like, what the hell's going on right now?
That is
Meatwad, dude.
Dude, I love that because like sometimes you leave the TV on. It's like 2:30 a.m. or whatever. You wake up and it's Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and then you're just like, that's the vibe I'm on right now. Like I just woke up and it's like that's me right
I
now.
remember falling asleep watching Cartoon Network, and then waking up like at again like you said 2 a.m. and seeing like Space Ghost.
Oh, I love Space Ghost, but the talk show,
Yeah,
not the original.
Yeah, Space
cartoon.
Ghost
Yeah.
Coast to
Yeah,
Coast.
Yeah, there
Coast
we
to
go.
Coast.
That one. Yeah,
That was fucking great too. I used to watch that. I love that.
it was.
I also used to watch Space Ghost.
Oh yeah, the original.
The original. Well, I remember when the Coast to Coast came out, I was like, "What is going on
Yeah.
here?" Because I remember like seeing like because I used to watch it when I was a little kid.
Right.
Because those were like shows like my dad used to watch, like
Right,
cartoons.
Space Ghost,
yeah, and so I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I saw like, oh, they're gonna have. I just saw Space Ghost. I didn't even consider like Coast to Coast. And I was like, oh, cool. They're gonna show Space Ghost. I haven't seen that forever. And whenever I tune in, I'm all, what is going on here? I was like, why is he sitting at a desk?
It's like, why is Zorak playing the keyboard? Right.
I was so confused. But I ended up just enjoying it anyway.
Is it that's considered like a satirities?
Yeah.
Like almost like the comic news.
Yeah.
Kind of like falls into that category.
Yeah,
Right.
100%.
Like Stephen Colbert.
See, I couldn't get into Colbert, but I could get into Space Ghost.
Well, see, to me, that was when I discovered that's when like what Adult Swim used to be to me. That's when I started getting introduced to like the crazy, weird cartoons, and like for example, Robot Chicken was that for me. That's what it was.
I like
for
that
me.
Robot Chicken was like 15 minutes too.
Yeah, it was super short. It was super short.
I remember Robot Chicken. There's the only episode I ever saw fully because again, it was also one of those shows I couldn't really get into. But it was like
When they did the Star Wars stuff.
I know, right?
it was like
A little sci-fi too.
I just remember like they were like there was some kid like sitting on the couch and then like some guys like SWAT like kick down the door and they show up and they hold a picture like, is this your mom? Is this your mom? And they, like before the kid could even answer, he goes, wrong answer. He just stomps him in the nuts like repeatedly, dude. Like
right. Yeah, that's classic. Like for me, it was the gummy bear. Like I'm so happy because I'm a gummy bear, and then the bear
it
trap, the bear trap,
and he eats through the leg and then falls into another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the giraffe that falls into the quicksand.
That's right.
And
So,
it eventually reaches the bottom. And
Yeah.
you're like, fuck.
yeah, yeah, that was good.
Those were good cartoons.
Yeah, it's really great. You never got into Venture Brothers, huh? Did you watch Venture Brothers?
Georgie's actually
know
been
what
trying
that
to get me to watch
Dude,
it recently.
it's funny, dude. It got
Venture Brothers?
Yeah, so it's making fun of Johnny Quest. Oh, dude, then yes, you got to get into Venture Brothers, bro, because Venture Brothers is hilarious.
This is it?
Yeah. So basically, it's literally the guys were like, "What would it really be like if you were a child?"
So much shit. like, oh, we gotta watch this. We gotta watch this.
Well, no, it's because literally, imagine you're a little kid and you're going on all these adventures and like you're being hunted down by henchmen and stuff like that. Like that would be traumatizing. And so I love how these guys were like that's ridiculous. So let's make a cartoon out of that.
I do appreciate how there are certain times when Family Guy makes fun of, for example, like these shows and like how it would really happen.
Oh, right.
I think Family Guy was making fun of Johnny Quest when they're like, because Johnny Quest had like the Indian sidekick or something, right?
Yes.
And I remember in Family Guy, it's like they go off.
Haji.
Yeah, Kaji.
Yeah,
Haji.
They're like something like this is almost as hard as like trying to get Haji through like the air TSA screening
Yeah.
or whatever. And it's Stewie as a TSA agent is like, yeah, that thing on your head is gonna have to go. and then the Haji goes, Simpson Salabim. And he goes,
Yeah, I remember that episode. Yeah, you're
and
right.
He goes, yeah, you're gonna have to cut that out. Oh.
Yeah,
Venture
dude. This is,
Brothers.
One of Adult Swim's longest running original
Yeah,
series.
7 seasons.
And it sucks because they canceled it.
I mean,
When I literally watched the whole thing, and at the end I was like, "Oh, what's gonna happen?" Because there was a lot of like, it was really cool the way they wrote it. It was like a lot of twists, and I thought it was great. It was funny.
yeah, I mean,
The animations like how you like.
kinda.
I remember
This looks like Captain America.
I'm telling you, dude, it's fun. They make fun of all that stuff.
Yeah, because there's like a female Thor, but also like Wonder Woman,
Mm-hmm.
and then this looks like Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, the Avengers. Okay. I mean, I probably actually won't watch this. I don't know. It doesn't do anything.
I feel like you'll get into it. I feel like you're gonna be like, all right, I gave it a shot, and then like 2 weeks later, he's like, I'm already halfway done.
Dude.
That's how I feel you are with Cowboy Bebop. Because again, I speak so highly of it.
I mean, maybe. I will say Clone Wars for sure. Like,
Yeah, see, if you can get into the Clone Wars, you can.
but that's also,
appreciate the anime stuff.
but that's also because I'm heavily into Star Wars.
Right, but what I'm saying is, I feel like the capacity for you to appreciate.
I'm not against
animated-
cartoons.
I know, but I feel like, yeah, but you're like, whereas as opposed to being like, all right, yeah, I'll get into, I'll try it out.
Yeah, I mean, there isn't like a modern cartoon that I'm into unless it's a comedy.
Right.
Like I can't think of a cartoon that I watched that isn't comedy. Big Mouth, Rick and Morty, Family Guy, South Park. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but
That's
then
not Star Wars.
that's not Star Wars.
Educational cartoon besides Schoolhouse Rock. I feel like
You still watching Schoolhouse?
No, what I'm saying is that like no, what I'm saying
from my angle, like you with the glasses right now is much more sarcastic. You know?
No, what I'm saying is like I feel like most cartoons are supposed to be comical.
They're cartoons.
Because they're cartoons. Yeah.
Well, is Cowboy Bebop comical?
It has its moments, but it's a series.
It's a show. To me,
Serious.
Cowboy Bebop is just it's a serious show.
Yeah.
It's a serious show drawn a
that's-
certain way.
But
Yeah.
but he's saying it's not.
No, I'm
No,
saying
but
generally, yeah, cartoons you would assume are
So, for example, it's adults in the show, so they're gonna have adult interactions, which
Adult
is gonna come with like
experiences.
adult innuendo and stuff like that. Yeah, so like
Gotcha.
Friends, almost like you know how they
Okay.
have they'll have the sexual, you know.
Yeah, innuenders.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll see that in the.
Like I said, I'll check it out. I just couldn't get into like the traditional animes growing up. Like everybody, like I said, loved Dragon Ball Z and shit like that. Like
see, but I like
Sailor Moon.
I like Dragon Ball Z as
I like
a
Sailor Moon.
kid because like I tried watching Dragon Ball Z as an adult and I don't know. It's not it's cool. It's a pin, but it's not as fun as it was.
I tried to, and I can't do it because there's too much staring down at each other and talking.
Yeah.
It's just too much of that, and it's always like a lot of. For like 10 minutes. So that I can't do it anymore. I can't do Dragon Ball
I
Z for
couldn't
that
do it
reason.
back then because I'd seen episodes. I was like,
Turn-
I don't get this.
Dude, the Goku would sometimes take the half of the episode to turn Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like,
There's
for real?
episodes
like,
of him, an entire episode of him trying to be Super Saiyan.
Yeah, exactly. Where he's just sitting there going,
So-
like that the whole
So
time.
again, like as
the
a
writers
kid,
phoned it in that day.
Yeah, exactly.
but yeah, so like I watched it as a kid, but like as an adult, like not that great. But Cowboy Bebop, I'm so glad I watched it as an adult because I think if I would have watched it as a kid, I would have not gotten the true meaning of it.
Which is, or you don't want to spoil
No,
it.
I
don't
really
spoil
don't
it,
want to
yeah.
spoil it. I really do not want to spoil it.
It's a space cowboy.
It's
Is there a Grogu?
no, it's about
Yeah, actually, kind of.
kind of yeah.
But he doesn't know what you're talking about. When you say Grogu, he doesn't know.
It's a
I
baby.
just
So I
assume
could
it's
say
the arch nemesis. Yeah.
No.
No, don't worry about it. So basically, there's I'll just tell him this one detail because, or should I? Because it comes up in the first few episodes, right?
You don't have to. I don't care.
Okay, I'll answer the question for you. Yes, in a way, there is.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Maybe I'll throw it on after we're done here. Fuck it. I got nothing else to watch. But then again, I go to sleep pretty early these days.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I'm like asleep 10:30, 11.
Yeah.
Dog's asleep now. Pretty good.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take her out again before, or else she'll fucking piss in there.
I want to repeat the incident from earlier.
Dude, that was.
I actually need to go.
You're gonna shit? Yeah. I mean, go pee. Go do whatever it is.
Refill here.
All right, so just me on the mic. All
All right,
right,
on the mic, Brian.
we're gonna do a whole Bill Burr thing. Jesus Christ! Slam the door harder. Yeah. So I don't know how there was that much shit in her. She took 3 shits earlier. I feed her once a day. No, she does this all the time. I would kill for this dog's bowel movements. I'll tell you that much right now. I have no idea because, like, part of me thinks she's only going to be like 25 to 30 pounds. What do you think? Oh, the only reason I'm saying that is because her paws don't look that big.
Well, they're not massive paws, but they're bigger. They look big for her right now. Like
Really?
she can grow more for sure.
I've seen. Yeah. I was gonna say the other day after we rolled, I was like, dude, can I cut it for you? Because
My barber was supposed to cut it on Tuesday, but then literally 30 minutes before our like scheduled time to meet, she messaged me saying, "Hey, do I have you on for today or next week?"
you're out today, bitch.
Yeah, and I was like, "It's today at 2 p.m." She goes, "Oh, I have you for like the 26th."
You're like, oh well, I'm outside.
Yeah, no, I hadn't left my house yet, so I just said, "I'll wait."
All right.
But you don't like getting haircuts.
Not anymore.
It's because he doesn't like being touched.
No, I'm not gonna get into that right now. We'll come back to that.
Because I remember like
So we're not coming back to that
the haircut. The haircut.
because I wanted to get his take on the dog.
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead.
So after seeing this dog, she's only 4 months. How big do you think she gets?
That's 4 months.
Yeah.
You shocked.
I don't know if that's a shock of like that's big or that's little.
I think it's pretty big.
Okay.
I feel like she won't get that big, but she'll get bigger than that for sure.
Yeah. I was saying 30 pounds. 30 pounds is big? That's not that big. Metzli's already like 50 or 60.
That's a big dog. I feel like she's gonna be bigger than Canela. I mean,
Canica?
Canica.
Well, Canica's like that size already.
Yeah. I
But
was gonna say.
maybe even Canela. She'll be
I was
already
gonna
Canela
say-
size.
Maybe a little bit bigger in Canela,
Yeah.
or if not Canela size.
How heavy is Canela?
I don't know.
Just pick her up. You
Canela's
can't-
a cocker spaniel, like a full-on
I
cocker
know,
spaniel.
I know what she is. I'm just asking you how. Like, let's see. I was typing Canela. Cocker spaniel.
Average weight.
Yeah. Spelled weight, but they don't get it.
12 to 15 keys.
What is that?
In an American.
Yo,
right?
can't we get someone who speaks American? God damn it!
He knows. He's like, oh yeah. I
What's
know.
15 keys?
It's I don't know, like 30, like 20 pounds, like close to 30.
33.
Oh, see?
see, I was right.
Well, okay, so it's basically gonna be.
So I said
yeah.
it's gonna be around 30 pounds. That's what I
Okay.
said.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna be bigger.
You think she'll be like a 60-pound dog?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Something tells me it's gonna be that big.
Wow. I don't think she's gonna be that big, but yeah, who knows? The only reason, like I said, like you noticed her paws, but maybe it's also because like I'm used to like boxer pups and their paws are big. Or like a Pitts, their paws are big. So when you see that, you're like, that's gonna be a big dog or a thick dog.
Yeah.
And I see her paws and I'm like,
not that big.
they're not that big. So that's why I'm like, oh, she's gonna be probably like a 30-pound dog.
Like,
Okay. So at the very least, like Canela.
like Adrian has a Great Dane, and when
Those things.
and when it was a puppy, when it was like a baby, its paw was like the size of my
Yeah,
hand, dude.
that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
that's
You could
crazy.
always usually tell by that. Like you see the dog's paws and you're like, that's gonna be a big motherfucking dog. Yeah.
But
But she's already taking
But I was gonna
mammoth sized
say-
shits.
Yeah, that is, we witnessed one firsthand. But Adrian also has like a golden retriever, and those paws were deceiving because that when they were small, and now
Mhm.
they're fucking huge.
Now they're big. Well, then maybe Diego's right. Maybe she will be. Well, I'll keep an eye on this one. We'll see how.
Keep tabs on her.
Yeah. But so back to your haircut.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because for a while he had the hair super short.
I had the
with
Puerto Rican haircut.
with
Yeah,
the
That was a
line-
long time
with
ago.
the
Those high school
line
days.
right here.
Yeah.
Puerto Rican haircut days.
But why not though? Why not go back to that? Why keep it to where it's at?
So what are you trying to do with it?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, first of all, I want to change it up because I'm getting tired of like the parted look. But I tell my barber like you have creative control.
Mhm.
She knows what's cool and what's hip.
Let's do some Google search right now.
See, you have curly hair, right? Let's go like men's curly haircuts
2020.
2020. I was gonna say 2021 because we're in 2021. Look at this handsome devil. Look at this handsome guy right here.
Far right is Oliver right now.
Yeah, that's
That's
me
you.
right now.
That's
me
you right now. You need
He
a
could
little,
do, okay,
little
he could do
cleaned
the
up.
one right there with the purple shirt.
Dude, be Orlando Bloom.
No, Orlando's Bloom's not
Orlando's
curly.
Bloom.
I know, Orlando's.
Orlando's Bloom.
Hey,
His hair's not that
Orlando's
curly.
got a good bloom going.
Yeah.
His hair's not
This is Oliver right there.
that's what I'm talking
That's a
about.
hybrid of me now and high school.
Dude,
That's perfect. I say
that
go for
that was you if you were raised in Saudi Arabia. That's old me.
Yeah, that is old you for sure.
Less
Old you.
he's way more handsome. That's the damn Bilzerian. 100%.
Mhm.
See, what I have going
Oliver,
on.
no, that's Oliver. That Oliver's regular like nice cut is the one right there. Yeah,
that one, yeah,
Mhm.
with that part.
That's how it looks like fresh.
This is kind of me right now almost. If it's a little bit longer up top,
Mhm.
that's literally my hair right there. All right, Oliver, do you see anything you like? What about this? That's
Wait.
great.
I think that one down there was
This?
no more.
This.
more. I
This?
feel like I could pull that off.
You already do. That's your typical cut, basically.
No, because he's got like basically.
It's basically like a
Yeah, the fade and
Yeah.
then in the long up top. Well, that's kind of the styles right now.
Mhm.
Like that's kind of what I'm gonna try to go for.
I say he does the top knot thing right here.
Why is
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
Why is Bradley Cooper there crying? That's the Omar.
Yeah,
That's what Omar's.
I say Oliver tries to do.
But see, that's what I was gonna go more for that samurai thing again as
yeah,
well.
why not?
That's me.
My
That is
mom
totally-
really wants me to do a man bun.
I'm saying, why not?
A top nut.
Just try it.
Do it. Be like this man.
I want to look like soccer.
That's me, bro.
You
100%.
wanna play soccer, dude? Come on, do it.
Who's Sokka?
Avatar.
Oh, Sakuraba.
Or just grow it out, dude. Just grow it out super long.
Well, see that's funny because I don't know what that would look like.
That's why I want to find out.
Probably like that guy over there.
This? No, this. That's you right now.
That's me right now.
That's basically you right now. Pucker your lips. Do that for me. Right? Yeah, that's you. That's it. That's it. Wow.
Wow.
Is that John Krasinski? That looks like John.
Weren't you gonna get a haircut when we were in Paris?
I did get a haircut.
Oh, that's
when
right, you
we-
did.
Dude,
That's right.
you need to get that. Just straighten your hair. That dude's Cuban.
Right.
That's a Cuban.
No, let's try to put Korean men's hairstyles. Let's see what goes.
Oh, that's
Let's see
gonna
what's
change
gonna come up.
game, dude.
Let's see what
Yo,
Oliver. Let's see
they
what
got
choices Oliver
style,
has.
man.
Let's see what choices he has now.
That's hot.
Let's see.
It's actually not as. Oh, there it is.
That's the one.
That's the one, dude.
That's the one. That's the lady.
No, I see. He does the one right there.
This
right
one right
that
here?
one,
Oh,
that
yeah.
one.
It's Mr. Steal Your Girl.
This isn't as crazy as I was expecting. I was expecting something like pretty out there.
You want to say Japanese?
Yeah, but
You
Japanese.
think there's a nice bun? Your mom would love that.
Because Koreans are very mellow in their fashion.
Really?
Very simple. It's nice. Honestly, I prefer Korean fashion way more.
I'm more of a Singapore guy myself, but
Get rid of curly though. Just put
Oh, that's
haircut.
right. I
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah, haircut.
Okay,
So
okay.
is
It's
that-
kind of foreign for them.
Okay, okay, yeah.
yeah. So we gotta do the
Well,
Korean thing.
yeah,
again.
we're gonna do Korean again, real quick. That's pretty much the same shit.
All right,
that
so
was-
we tested. We confirmed it.
Yeah, that guy's still there. So
Yeah, that's pretty whack. Okay, Japanese. We may go with your countrymen soon enough. We might go Chinese. This guy. That's you. Let's do that. Let's go for that.
yeah.
Let's go
my
for
hair's
that.
not like that. Though.
I know, but we could straighten it. We'll take an iron to it.
Right now, scroll down. Right there.
This guy.
Nah, that guy right
That
there.
guy.
I don't know why
There
they
you
put
go.
Japanese. He looks Chinese to me.
That's nice though. That's cute.
Is it? Oh, Japanese?
There you go,
Okay.
Oliver. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, but he has to straighten his hair.
It doesn't. Well, let's straighten his hair. Well, see, that's
Actually,
what.
you know what? Let's straighten his hair.
But see, that,
I like that idea.
But see, that is why I typed in curly because he doesn't have the Asian people hair. That's why black people go up to him and they're dropping hard ends. They're dropping hard end bombs. There you go. Styling. That's fucking LA right there.
LA.
That's LA, homie. Anyway.
So then should we type in African men's haircuts then? See what
Then
comes
it's
up?
gonna-
Especially
dude.
since they all the Africans in Italy thought you were from Africa.
That's funny.
And see what comes up.
African men's haircut. African, not African American, just African.
Yeah, like no, let's see what they're doing in like Ghana and all that. You know, let's see what's going on over there.
That's Oliver. That's Oliver.
Oliver's eyes lit up right now.
That's his hair.
I know. Oliver's eyes lit up right now. I looked immediately as soon as you typed it in. I was like, let me see.
That's
Oliver.
his hair.
Oliver's all
dude.
like, hell yeah, this is my style right
That's
here.
his hair. Look at this dude. That's so funny. And then didn't you do that too with the eyebrows a little bit?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, the eyebrow. It's so funny.
Oh my god.
All right,
dude.
Oliver, which one?
Dude, get the Odell Beckham. Let's bleach it a bit.
Dude, let's do it. Yeah, seriously.
You already have a little bit of a highlight thing that you do. Dude, let's braid it.
I look like Donnell.
Exactly.
Everyone Donnell did that.
Exactly. Hell yeah.
Donnell still braids his hair. What if I had waves?
Dude, I would hate you. I would shave
waves.
your fucking dude. Look at this.
If I had waves.
That's so ridiculous, dude. I hate that shit. That looks so bad.
my employee right now's got waves. He's always like, man, they look crisp.
You wear a do rag.
Well, to sleep. You have to
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, like that was Oliver in high school right there.
Right there, the
That
Drake.
was it. That
The
was
Drake.
It. That was the
That was me.
exact haircut right
That was
there.
me.
Dude, let's get you Smile on Iversons, man.
Ooh.
Let's get that going. Some spree wells. There he is. There it is.
That's me.
That's it.
Dude, look at this.
Look at that.
The right angle on that, dude.
Oh, that's.
They had a protractor.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
dude.
no. You've never seen barbershop memes?
Absolutely.
That is like when your barber has a PhD. It's like,
Dude. They're so ridiculous to me. Like, why do you want your hairline to look like that?
Oh, wait a minute. Have you ever seen like the barbershop memes, like the "fuck my shit up" fam memes? Oh my
Yeah.
god,
Okay,
dude!
put that on.
Okay, wait.
It's like it's
So,
basically
Oliver, which one out of all these? Which one are you going? If
The
you had
one-
to pick.
the
You had
one
to
that
pick.
would be most realistic that I could probably do is probably that one down there.
Which one? This
That
one?
That's probably I could probably. Do
That
one.
is what you do already.
That
dude.
is
That's
you.
what I'm
You
saying.
just need to get a fade on the sides. though.
That's what he does already. I'm
Yeah.
not saying like I'm saying like if you wanted to drastically change it,
I
you
want
want
the-
to try something new.
The
Which one
Odell
would it be?
Beckham. Look
You
at
want
he's
me
got
to
he's
twist
got
my hair?
yes, because here's why, Oliver. You get a little bit of throwback right here with that right there.
Bring it
There's
back
almost like a mohawk vibe coming right
Bring it
here.
back to like 2009.
A nice high tight fade right here, and then a little bleach up top, dude.
It's perfect.
That's
Got
that's
every-
beautiful. You know what? Fuck it. Go with this. Hell
Wait,
yeah!
keep scrolling down. Let's see what else they got.
Yeah, you see, but I want you to pick something that you've never done before.
There he is. The Asian, the lone.
Holy-
Why is there an Asian
oh
here?
my god,
What?
dude, the Indian gent.
Dude, look at how sharp that is.
Again, it's when he has a PhD.
It's got lightning right there, dude. Gotta get you some tattoos with the birds.
You're right.
Pájaros right there. Pájaros.
Okay, no, but seriously, Oliver, pick one.
What?
This one.
Oh my god.
He's missing half his hair.
That's the
That's the
that's the
undercover.
Wesley Snipes in
Kinda, yeah.
in New Jack City or whatever.
Oh, I was thinking Undercover Brother. Remember when he takes the dagger out and
Oh, yeah.
he chops a bit of it off? He's like, you
Dude, dude, look at that. That is so ridiculous. Oh, they got one white guy here. Just go with my brother Denzel right here. Just traditional, nothing special. That's it. Look at that.
No lineup, nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dude. You don't need all these right angles. Look at that. Even leave a little tuff right there.
The little widow's
I'm just
peak.
thinking of
Yeah.
coming to America like, just keep it nice and neat.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I
Get some Allstate insurance, dude. Right there. Boom. Look at that. That's clean. Damn.
that kid is not satisfied with the
He's so
haircut.
pissed.
Look at the bags under his
I know,
eyes,
dude.
dude.
He
That's a
has a-
child.
Yeah.
He's not sleeping.
He is not.
Dude, no,
Holy
right down
shit.
the left. Right
This?
down the one
This
on
one,
the
right?
that
Yeah.
One.
Holy
That
shit.
one. That one, dude.
What's going The beard matches the hair. That's the beard meets the hairline.
Holy.
That is so great. Dude, that is so stupid. See, I'm gonna go for the David Beckham.
You know what? You know
Guys.
what? What? You know what? Hey, you know what? Why doesn't he? I'm surprised he doesn't do the.
Christian Scott.
I wasn't even gonna say that. I was gonna say why he doesn't do. Why he doesn't do like the Killmonger? Remember when he's in the museum?
Michael B.
Yeah,
Jordan.
type that in. The Killmonger haircut.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But that's That's what Christian Scott does.
Yeah, it's almost Christian Scott.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, no, but like there it is right there. Like you
This
separate it a
one.
little bit and then top knot it. So it's a mix. It's a mix. You get
Yeah.
the best of both worlds. See? There you go, dude.
That's you, bro.
And you wear glasses too.
I have a denim jacket like that you could borrow.
And we could get you some milekes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, just do that.
That's
I
it,
think
dude.
you look good like that, dude. Honestly, I think you would.
But see, that's almost. It's just look at this. Look at this.
Yeah,
Look at this. It's so fierce.
yeah.
You know what's funny is like in 15, 20 years, this is gonna look like how we look at the 80s.
Oh,
This
no.
look at this. It's gonna look like that. That's hilarious.
But then again, when it comes to fashion, it tends to repeat itself. It's cyclical. So, like a lot of that style and that aesthetic is
There it
coming
is.
back.
See? That's the
Yeah,
Christian
that's
Scott.
Christian Scott. Look at him.
God, Oliver, you good.
That is you if you were black, dude.
Dude,
Straight up.
What do you mean if? Look at look at that.
Dude,
I
that's
need that.
Oliver.
I need that. I
With the
need
same
it.
face and everything, dude.
I need you to do that. I need you to do that. Hell yeah. And then we'll, yours won't stay like that, but we'll get you some hairspray. We'll just hell yeah. Dude, look at you, Oliver. With the beats. Ollie with the beats.
Him,
Doesn't he wear Gap? He was doing Gap commercials, right?
Look what he's got right there, Oliver.
if him and Anderson Paak had a kid,
It would be you.
Swag.
it would be me. Yeah, it'd be me.
Oh yeah. There it is. Look at that.
I say
That's
Oliver.
you,
I
dude.
say Oliver
That's
just
it.
For that.
That's it.
That's all right.
Look off to the distance for me.
Yeah, I'll present that to my barber, see if she can
Yeah.
if she can replicate it.
Hell yeah.
Next Tuesday we'll be doing the
Next Tuesday.
next
Anyway.
podcast. I'll be having the Christian. We'll be rocking the Christian Scott.
Good. Anyway, I say we just wrap this up anyway.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's a
good to
miracle
me.
the camera didn't die. So.
No, I charged it fully.
It was fully charged last time.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No. I'm almost positive you said it wasn't. Yeah.
Well,
Anyway, that was fun.
no,
Yeah,
it
that
was
was
fun.
good.
We had a
That was
good we had a good time. These fries, you're right.
Too seasoned.
Dude, they
I
just
feel it.
opened the lid on the seasoning thing and just went boom.
I
like
feel
that.
I feel so gassy
Yeah.
because of them. Yeah.
Like
So-
We've already been burping this whole time.
This
Yeah.
saved me because there was so much.
What do you
salt
mean
and
it saved-
pepper in my mouth.
Yeah, that
There was so much salt and pepper on my palate that drink this was refreshing.
for sure.
Thank you for tuning in, everyone.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, yeah. See you next time. Morning Drinkers Podcast.
Peace. Have a bit of peace.
Peace.